So guys, we're live, guys. We're live. We're live, guys. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live, guys. We're live. So let's welcome each other properly to the stream, guys. So guys, we're live, guys. Welcome to the stream, guys. Everybody, welcome to the stream. We're live. It's a brand new day. The weekend of football. The brand new day, guys. Welcome to the stream, guys. How you all doing today? Tom, how you doing, brother?
All right, bro. How's you?
Oh man, it's cold in America, but we're good. We're chilling.
It's cold in England.
Lord help us. How you doing?
Yeah.
Weekend of football. A Classico, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool versus Manchester United.
Yeah, I'm not looking to that. I'm not looking forward to that one
Why are you not looking forward to that?
because we're gonna get circumcised.
Relax. It's only Juju. It's gonna show his power. Don't worry.
No. There's no juju. We're even going to go in there without as best midfielder. So
Relax. So Bruno Fernandes is out.
Varane's out.
Look, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said that. I think it's one of those midfielders is gonna be. So it's gonna be Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno's a doubt fitness wise.
Whoa, Lord in hell! If Bruno is out, induction. I'll better not turn up for that match. I'm not gonna wait. Wallahi, I'm saying wallahi, I won't turn up.
Now you see why I'm expecting it.
If I'm a United fans, don't even show up. Don't show up for that match. No Bruno Fernandes in the team. Are you gonna tell me you're gonna trust Pogba against high pressing Liverpool team? I'm not putting my life on that.
Nope, he won't play Pogba.
I'm not putting my life on it. Labio against high pressing Liverpool team? No.
Nope.
That's a suicide waiting to commit himself. I'm not ready for that. Because I can victimize and envisage what's gonna happen. Labio? Heck no. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not. So how has been your weekend?
Yeah, it's not been a bad week. Like I said, not looking forward to this weekend. We're getting embarrassed. I'm sorry. We're getting embarrassed. I don't have any confidence.
You have Sue. So you need to have confidence.
No, there's no confidence after that. We're going to get steamrolled over, literally.
You have Sue.
We've got Ollie as a manager. That just tells you the story. We're gonna get 3-0 easily.
Do you say only bad management is the key for you guys losing these matches, or you just like is not good enough to coordinate this team? Because this United team is a good team. You need a proper manager that can stamp his authority into that team and make them look better. For me,
yeah. Ollie's not the guy. Let's be honest. Everybody, whether you're a rival or you're a Man United fan, you should, if you've got at least a bit of footballing, intel or knowledge of the game, that this person's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's done brilliantly at building the team up from nothing, where Mourinho left it. But we need to do what Chelsea did when Lampard took you as far as he could. He brought in a brilliant coach in Tuchel, tactical, magician, and he, hey presto, and landed the Champions League in 4 months of being there. But this whole narrative with Ollie, the Glazers can't afford to sack him. it's not that they can't afford it. I'm not saying it like that, but
Mhm.
what I mean by they can't afford to sack him is as in they give him a contract in the summer. If they did that, they're just going to look stupid. And everybody knows that they don't know what they're doing anyway. We've not got a manager right since Ferguson left. Moyes, Van Gaal, Jose, Ole. We've gone down every single mould. We've gone down a Premier League proven manager in Moyes. Didn't work after 7 months. Went to LVG. He had the trophies. He had the pedigree. Bayern Munich and stuff. He had the CV. Didn't work out. The football wasn't to the fans' taste. Mourinho, proven track winner, had all the trophies, done it all. Yeah, won a couple of trophies and everything, but the football didn't suit the team, and obviously he was gone. Ollie, the football's pretty much the same. It's not entertaining. It's not dominant. It's not. It's just moments, and he's got no trophies and he's got no CV. So even when people say we'll change the manager and stuff, I don't even know where you look, to be honest, Abdullah. If you want me to be honest with you, I don't know where you look. You've got Conte, who's, in my opinion, is just another Mourinho in waiting.
No, 2 years. Just give him 2 years and it's over.
Yeah, exactly. 2 years, and he'll leave the squad in an absolute, mayhem. And then we've got to find somebody to rebuild it all again. The person I've said that I would do whatever it takes to go and get Ten Hag from Ajax. I'd pay to get him out of there, to be honest with you. 20, 30 million pounds. Whatever we've got to do, go and pay to get Ten Hag out of Ajax. I pray, because he's the only prayer and send in my eyes. Zidane's a weird one for me.
I think the Glazers will have an issue with Zidane because it's
I think he'd have an issue with the Glazers because of I think Perez is a lot more easier to deal with than the Glazers is, if I'm being honest. And I don't think they would give him the tools anyway.
Yeah, that would demand a lot of money. It would demand a lot of money. Would the Glazers be able to pay the money? That is my issue.
Not in one hit. They'd want to do it over like 3 or 4 years. Like with Ole, we spent nearly £400 million in 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Zidane would want like £200 million in one hit. We don't do that. And we don't spend this sort of money on, we don't spend £70 million every single year on a player. It's every now and then we'll spend maybe quite a bit of money on one player because we've got the money to do it, but we just never want to use it. That's our problem.
That's the issue, boy. It's not. See, you guys are busy, Glazers, but the Glazers have money to spend. It's not about them spending money. They have that money to spend, but they have to spend it on the right player and at the right talent, not on the wrong players. Because sometimes when you have money, you have to bid for it from the manager to the sporting director. Now you have to correlate to the players too. Because if you are spending money, if you don't bring the right manager in, that is a catastrophe for me in waiting.
Yeah.
For me, that's a catastrophe in waiting for me, though. So you have to get it right for me. You have to get it right. If not, there's gonna be a lot of problems. You have to get it right.
That's it. But like when I look at even the market right now in terms of managers or coaches, I think if we're being realistic about it, Conte's a ticking time bomb waiting to blow up. He's a media maniac, should we say? He's always in the media, Conte, when he's in the job into really. When he has an outburst at a club or with a player or something, you'll know at Chelsea where he had those moments in the media where he slagged players off.
I don't want to remember Conte in my life.
Or staff. He had a court case against you, didn't he? And he against Roma, and he won it. He got paid out 20 million or something, I think, from what I read. He had something on Marina because she didn't.
It was Roman that eventually paid the money. It wasn't even the board.
Yeah, Roman paid the money, but it was Marina's fault because she agreed to a term in his contract.
Do you know
didn't abide by it.
He wants to buy Niagolan, 33 years of age, and Togo Vida, 34 years of age. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously speaking, right? So Conte wants to buy good players into that team, and you're gonna tell me yes, you can win with those experienced players, but relax. This team is not that kind of aging player. You have to mix it with the blend of young and old. Does Conte have the ability to do that? I'm not sure of it yet. When you want to win the Premier League title, Antonio Conte for me is the right man because it will win you title. It will win you the EPL. But in
Well,
Europe, no, I'm sorry, no, it's not gonna work.
no. I don't like Conte because of all the media stuff. I don't like him because of some of the football he plays isn't. It's not for me, if I'm being honest. And I don't like. What was the other thing I was going to say? I don't like his formations. To be honest, with you. I don't like back five and the split strikers where you're basically just killing our attacking players there and there. What you might as well not have Rashford. You might as well sell Rashford, Sancho, Greenwood's possibly. You might as well sell all these sort of players if Conte comes in, because he'll only want two split strikers, and you'll have Cavani will be gone by next summer. Well, in the summer, Ronaldo will be going. Not this upcoming summer, the following summer. At the end of the season after the summer, Ronaldo will be gone. So then your two forward strikers are gone, and then he'll want money to replace both of them. But
Do you even have the caliber of player Antonio Conte want? Because Conte want a wing back. I don't take Wan-Bissaka as good as a wing back. I don't think.
Abdullahi, mate, he's the first person he'll sell is Wan-Bissaka. He won't try and develop him like he did Victor Moses. He won't try and improve him to play an attacking style.
Maybe Sancho will be the right wing back.
The only thing I can think of that he's going to do, he's not going to transition Wan-Bissaka to play right wing back. The only thing I can think of that he might try and do is make him into a centre back in the back three, but the right sided centre back, if you get what I mean. Similar to what who did he do it with now at Chelsea?
Bastoni. Oh, Reece James?
No, he didn't do it with Reece James. He did it with what was his name? Christensen.
Okay,
He did it with Christensen because he came in as a left back, didn't he, initially, Christensen? And then he transitioned him. Yeah, and then he transitioned him to a left centre back when he played the back five system.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we don't have the centre backs to play back five anyway. If I'm being honest, Zidane, like I say, both Conte and Zidane for me, I don't think they'd be fits. I wouldn't mind them if they come in. That because they've got the pedigree, they've got they've got the trophies at the end of the day, they've got the CV, but they're not necessarily my first choice. I would do whatever it takes to go and get Ten Hag out of Ajax, because the two managers that I would say are the best up and coming ones, who we say of their generation, to take over from your likes of your Guardiolas, your Klopps, when they move on or when they retire or something, is probably Ten Hag and Nagelsmann. Those are my two first choices, should we say. Nagelsmann's at Munich. You're not getting him out of there anytime soon. Ten Hag, I think you could persuade him if you pay Ajax off and you give him the tools to what he'd want to do, and you give him the midfielder, the CDM. I think Ten Hag could do special things with this team, and he's got the track record of winning with youth, or at least excelling with youth. Look at that Champions League semi-final.
Yep.
They're 5 seconds away from the final.
Yeah.
They lost it on a moment to Lucas Moura. That was it. Realistically, that's the only thing that they lost out on was
they're having a sensational season this year. Sensational.
Oh, look at the Dortmund game! Wow, they dismantled Dortmund. Haaland.
Sebastian Allah, the West Ham reject, is the top scorer of UCL. I can never believe I'm saying this.
Look at Haaland. Haaland was pocketed in that game. Let's be honest. That Dortmund game, it was non-existent at all.
I think you guys will fall in love with Ten Hag. But the issue with Ten Hag in EPL, you will get exposed. How does it adapt? Does it have a plan?
Do you know something? I don't think he would get exposed because I think he'd change. I think he'd adapt. I don't think he'd play this in the Eredivisie. You can get away with playing the high line, can't you? Because there's not as much quality as there is in other leagues. I mean, when you play Champions League, then fair enough, you might get caught out a couple of times. Dortmund couldn't do it. Dortmund play a very aggressive attacking style, don't they? With Marco Rose, and what he did where he adopted he played the back four, didn't he? And then he changed it so he went to a back three, but then in the middle while they were attacking, he went to the back three, but then he pushed one of the fullbacks into the midfield.
Yeah.
I mean, he tried to transition it over. So, in a way, they're the makeshift CDM to allow the other midfielder to advance forward into the final third and just have a free roll.
Yep.
I think he would adapt, and not necessarily. I think he's got the players. He'd have the players to adapt. I think realistically, if Ten Hag came in, I think he would do something, especially with McTominay. I don't know about Fred. I think he would do some proper one-to-one work with McTominay in terms of positionally. Because if you can get McTominay's position right, McTominay's a brilliant player. If you can put him in the right position and just keep him there, keep him controlled, shall we say, so he'll stick to that one role. He's not going to go darting off and try and score in the box, but and play box-to-box midfielder. If you stick him in one position, one role, then McTominay will excel. I'll give you that, no facts whatsoever. He can, can tackle, he can run, he's got that aggressive side to him.
Yeah.
But he always gets caught out of position. Like I look at he's like a Scottish Kante in a way. He can run around, he can do quite a lot. He can tackle, he can, move. But the one thing Kante's got over him is his positioning is spot on. Probably one of the best in the world, Kante. He's always in the right position at the right time. Whereas McTominay gets caught out far too easily. The Atalanta goal, the first goal proved that, where lost his man and bang, went off and Atalanta ended up scoring. But I think it won't be long before Ole Oliver realise that maybe the job is too big for him, or he decides, or he gets the nudge and he's moved on. But we'll have to see with that. But just on the Liverpool game and stuff, I'm not overly confident because, like you say, the manager, everybody can have their own opinion. He's not good enough. I don't think the players we've got. Put them up against Liverpool. I'm nervous. I've got to be honest with you. Klopp's a serious guy, and he knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, knows what he's doing. Ollie, honestly, it's like a headless chicken. The way he tries to adapt. Or the only thing that I can see him doing on Sunday is probably playing the back five, because it's worked against Liverpool before, where we've just got a draw or something. But I don't know. I don't think a draw is enough in this sort of game. I think if he wants to get the support or the fans back on side, he's got to beat Liverpool. He's got to beat them, the right way, going for it, and take it to Liverpool. But I think if he did that, he'd probably be a bit suicide. But there is ways and hows that you can do it. Look at how City do it. City do it in blocks. They'll keep the ball for a while and pick the spot, and then they'll play the pass through, and then it just depends on if somebody can put the ball in the back of the net. But we'll have to see.
With the issue with that, if Bruno is not playing, because I don't know how fit Bruno Fernandes is for Sunday.
I think, do you know something, Abdul? I think he'll be fit, but I think he'll be on the bench. I don't think he'll start. I think he will be fit.
You're not going to play Bruno Fernandes against Liverpool?
Well, it's a tough one though, because I'm not going to play. I don't want to play a player who's not 100%, because we had that against Leicester where we did it with Maguire, and we got his pants pulled down. He was a major fault in 2 of the goals. Probably lost us the game, realistically. And he wasn't fully fit. He had 1 training session and we chuck him out there. Luke Shaw was a similar story against Villa. We ended up losing that game. It all depends on what we decide to do. But it doesn't. You're not got to be a genius. He'll put McTominay and Fred in there in the midfield, and he'll play the back five, and just hope for the best. Really, try and counter attack Liverpool in opportunities and moments, and just hope Rashford or somebody can latch onto a long ball or something that's played from Pogba or something. That's all he's gonna rely on at the weekend. And more or less, Liverpool are going to score. They will score at the weekend. It's just a case of how many. Yeah, that's it. Even when Liverpool play Chelsea or City, 9 times out of 10 Liverpool will score in the game. It's just will you outscore?
I think they always struggle against us at Anfield was because immediately we get the red card, we have to pack the bus. That's what the team did.
Yeah. Well, going to Anfield and playing them at Stamford Bridge is a different ball game, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because at Stamford Bridge, you'll take the fight more to them because the fans are there, won't you? And you'll
Yeah.
have the atmosphere. At
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool, where, Anfield, where it's toxic. Let's be honest. Anybody, even if you've not been to Anfield, if you just hear it through your TV or your laptop or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that you watch it through, when you hear the atmosphere as a player, if you're on that field, it's going to be a little bit nervous. But in the end, I think Chelsea should have probably won that game. Realistically, if you didn't have the man sent off, if Reece James didn't get sent off for that
I think we'll
incident.
probably 1-0. I think it will probably be 1-0. I think for me it will probably be 1-0 if Reece wasn't sent off though.
Yeah. It might have ended 1-0. You might have. Well, realistically, I think you should have cleared the game up at half time. I think you should have been 2-3-0 up easily in that first half.
What the heck?
But
Get out.
It's what it is. But for me, this weekend match will prove a lot of things. Will prove a lot though. For me, it's a beautiful match as a neutral. Just sitting there and watching the excitement and just watching how everything's gonna unfold out. Because in as much as you can hate what's called, you can hate how do I put this? You can hate United. Liverpool will score. For me, it's just about how many. Because
yeah,
the kind of form Salah is at the moment, that's the player you don't want to face. And Ole will not be stupid enough to tell his player, go and defend against Liverpool. When you defend against Liverpool, you're gonna be in trouble. You will be in trouble.
they'll break you down eventually.
You're gonna be in trouble. If you try to man-mark Salah, you can't man-mark Mane, you can't man-mark Firmino or Diego Jota.
No, and this is the thing. You can't man-mark them because they move. They move all over the field. They move far too much for you just to
If Salah
follow
doesn't
them.
score, Arnold can score. A very good set piece of a player. Arnold, Robertson, they are good at set piece. Even if you want to man-mark those three of them, are you gonna man-mark Arnold and Robertson? I don't think so.
No.
With the amount of crosses coming in, and with the way Maguire has been defending recently, it's looking very suspect. I won't put my life on that. I'm sorry, I won't put my money on that.
No, I don't think we win this game.
I won't put my money because if I have to put my money on that, I'm risking so many stuff, and I don't want to do it at the moment. That's the reason. I don't want to do that at the moment because if I put your money on something, so if United want to win the match, they have to be very tactical when they want to win the match. They have to be very tactical. If they're not tactical enough, it's gonna be.
But we've already established they don't have tactics. So how are we going to be tactical? What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
You have to play them on their game. You have to play them on their game.
Well, what's he going to do? Go on Google and search about how do I use tactics?
The way Tuchel beat Liverpool and the way Tuchel did it against Liverpool was he defended and he told his player never stop running. Timo Werner was one causing problem because he was running that day. So it was just like give Ronaldo one chance, he will score a goal. But the issue is Alisson Becker is on form. So it depends on the kind of Alisson Becker you're gonna be having on Sunday.
I think Ronaldo will get the chance, but it won't be a clear-cut chance. It won't be he'll get a tap in or something, or he's going to get clean through. I can't see or envision that happening at all. They won't let Ronaldo have a one-on-one chance because in that scenario, you might as well say it's a 70-30 equation. Whoever's in there, if Ronaldo's running you centrally with the ball. Probably about 7 out of 10 times he's going to stick it away. If you want to put a ratio on it, 70 to 30%, I would say. But it just depends on what sort of day players are on. You never know. Ronaldo might turn up there on Sunday, might have an absolute stinker and do nothing. Could turn up and score a hat trick. You never know what you're going to get, and this is the thing. You never know what you're going to get with Man United because we always have these. Amazing runs. We'll go on 10-game unbeaten run or something, and then suddenly collapse. And then after 5 or 6 games, people are calling for the manager's head and stuff. But for me, he should have gone after that Villarreal match. That was the point for me where I thought, right, we can't go for the end in a Europa League final. What the hell are you going to do in the Champions League final if you're up against a Munich or I don't know, a Chelsea or a City, PSG. Yeah, what are you going to do if you go up into
with Leo Messi? Lord,
well, he already teared us apart, didn't he? When he was at Barcelona in the Champions League under Ole, when he was the caretaker, and then he got given the full-time job, and then it all all collapsed from there. But yeah, there's no confidence, Abdullahi. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. That Atalanta game, play like that in the first half against Liverpool. The game would be done.
It's over.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's over. You
It's
know.
over. Because if you play like that against Liverpool, you're telling Liverpool, come and score us more. And when Liverpool are hungry to score goals, it will get so ugly. It will get very ugly. Very ugly. So, United fans should be afraid of their life. That's what I can say to them. Be afraid of your life because I won't lie to you. If United play like the way they play against Atlanta, playing players of their pack and doing this kind of stuff, my Lord in heaven, it won't go well for them. It will not. It won't go well for me. But it's a beautiful matches though, matches of weekend though, of weekend. So for me, like it's tough to predict these matches right now. It's tough to predict because you can't predict what's gonna happen because in those matches you can't predict it, but it's tough. You just have to like just hope and pray that everything goes well the way you want it to go well. That is only that's all you can say because if you say you want to predict these matches, man, Lord in heaven, you're gonna fail so many times. You're gonna fail.
Oh yeah, nobody's going to get the predictions right this weekend. Let's be honest. You can't call this Liverpool Man United game. You can't call the
Tough.
Chelsea game. Yeah, it's tough. Nobody's going to call it right down the middle and say it. Yeah, Kings.
So,
I completely agree with you.
so if United lose on Sunday now, is it the end of Fulham Social? You think the
No. It's in my opinion, Abdullahi. The end was the Villarreal game. They had the opportunity there where he was out of contract. Two months after that Villarreal final, he was out of contract. That should have been the option where they didn't have to pay him off for him to leave. They could have just run his contract out and gone and got somebody else. A fresh season, summer transfer window for them to use and everything. You know, get the players that the new manager would have wanted in. It was the perfect opportunity, but they decided to extend it for another 3 years. So we're stuck with another 3 years of this. And the way I see it, Abdullahi, is Manchester United are never going to, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we're never going to be good enough to win any trophies, but we're never going to be bad enough to sack him. We're never going to go to that really low place where we're going to completely, you know, the wheels are going to completely fall off the bus. We're never going to go that far to sack him, but we're never going to get any better to win anything.
But Tom, the issue about it is most United fans are kind of leaving United and joining other clubs. Not just because they don't believe in United, but the problem is they don't believe in the coach, the way the board is heading to and everything about it.
The only thing, Abdullahi, at the Manchester United Football Club, the only thing that I believe in, and I'll be honest with you saying it, I believe in the team. That is the only thing I ever believe in. I don't ever believe in a manager. You can't never believe in a manager until they achieve something. Mm-hmm. Until they achieve something where they win a trophy, regardless of what it is, as soon as they win a trophy, right, you can put a bit of belief in them because they've achieved something at your club.
Yeah.
He's achieved what? Runner-up. God
Nothing.
knows how. Runner-up.
But Tom, some United fans always tweeted me when we talk and they said they want to copy the model of Chelsea Football Club. Sack manager, bring a manager in and win.
Abdullahi,
structure in Chelsea. Chelsea has a structure.
As a football club, every single Manchester United fan wants to do is just compete again. That is all we ever ask, is just compete. You know, we want to get to Champions League finals. We want to, you know, have title races, have amazing, you know, final day finishes for titles. You know, win trophies. You know that you can, as a Man United fan, you can never even remember the last time we won a trophy. It's been that long ago now. And we're not winning anything this season. You know, we're not winning the Champions League. We're not winning the Premier League
for your fourth season. Only gonna Social United will not even win any trophy. And you're telling me
we're not winning anything.
Cristiano Ronaldo to either go to the Europa League or finish trophyless.
I really question when he turns 37 at the end of the season.
Yeah.
If we don't have any trophies and we've not built, or well, you can't even say built a team. The team's good enough to win. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. The team right now is good enough to win, even without the CDM. It's good enough to win something. Minimum Carabao Cup, FA Cup, something like that. Champions League, you might be pushing it, but you know, if you're Ronaldo and you come into this team and you don't win anything, when he's been at Juventus, he's at least won a trophy in a season where they might have played poorly.
Yeah.
Madrid, he's won a trophy where they've played, you know, not amazingly or whatever. When he was at United beforehand, we never, you know, was amazing every single season, but we won at least a trophy. If he's come here and he's won nothing his first year, I think he's going to question, right, should I stay here for another year? Well, I've got maybe 2, maybe 3 more years of my professional career, maybe somewhere else where I can win more trophies, add to my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it throws the question, but yeah, like you asked me before, if he loses this weekend, if Ollie loses, is it the end of him? No, it's not.
No.
It will get the end of the season, Abdullahi. It doesn't matter
Wait,
how
wait,
bad. It
You have
doesn't matter.
Tottenham, Man City, Watford.
Abdullahi, I'll tell you now. We can lose all of those games, and he'll still get to the end of the season. They will not sack him after all those games. He should be sacked if he loses all of them, but he won't be. If you knew Manchester United's ownership, as much as a lot of Manchester United fans do, he won't be sacked till the end of the season because they will look stupid for giving him the renewal. I renew his contract at the start of the season. They will look absolutely dumb. Then they already are.
So you're telling me to look ridiculous sacking him?
It will do, yeah, because why have you given him a new contract to sack him? That's what a lot of people will say. Why did you give him a new contract in the first place? You invested £400 million in him to do what? To just suddenly we're going to pull the trigger and go off in another direction with a new manager. That's what a lot of people are going to say if he does, or eventually if he ends up leaving or going, whatever, getting sacked. You know, that is what people will say, and I always believe in be careful what you wish for, because you know wishing for something to happen, yeah, that's fine, but you don't know what you're going to get afterwards. Like I've said before, Conte can come in, brilliant, might win an FA Cup, Carabao Cup, maybe have a decent run in the Champions League. I'm not saying win it, might get to a semi-final or something. You know, might come second in the Premier League, but that'll be it. And then after 2 years, leave the squad in absolute disarray, and then we've got to restart from there again.
It's tough. It's very, very tough.
Soon enough, Abdullahi, our squad will have aged that much. We've got to replace these players again. Like I say, when Maguire's 29, coming up to 28, 29 now. We'll have to replace him soon. You know, Ronaldo, Cavani, we'll have to get a new striker in. You know, midfield, Matic and stuff's aging, legs are going. We'll have to replace them soon. You know, and suddenly you've got to start from scratch again. No trophies, no ambition. You've got to reinvest all this money again. And, you know, the circus rolls on.
Club or Ten Hag, club for me is a no-no. Ten Hag is possibility.
Listen, Ten Hag's not a harder option. Let me put it like this, Abdullahi. You're Edwin van der Sar, you're the CEO of Ajax. I'm Ed Woodward, or I'm Matt Judge, whoever, one of Manchester United's directors. I roll up to Amsterdam with £25 million. Can we have Ten Hag as the manager? If you offer £25 million for a manager, like what Bayern did with Leipzig, they went to Leipzig and offered them, was it 15 or 20 million for Nagelsmann? They offered him money to buy him out of his contract.
Yeah.
If Manchester United went there with £20 million to Ajax and said, right, we want to buy Erik Ten Hag out of his contract, he would come in a heartbeat, let's be honest. Straight away. If you pay Ajax £20 million and you offer him a decent contract, maybe a 10, 15 million pound contract per year, over say 3 years, he's going to earn what? Maybe £30 million over 3 years, because he will last out a contract. Let's be honest. He's not. I would never see Ten Hag getting sacked. He's not come close to getting sacked at Ajax. He's, you know, whereas you look at some of the other managers, you know, Conte's a sacking machine. Mourinho was. There's not a lot of people to choose from, realistically. People say there's a lot of options, but
because
it's
there's
it's whe-
club,
it's whether it's whether they're
there's club, there's
realistic.
Guardiola, and there's Tuchel in the league. So it's difficult for other managers to compete with those people. Like because those managers
But
need
this
some.
is the thing. I think Ten Hag would relish that chance to compete with elite managers, elite coaches in a season, because the only thing that people have against him is he's not in a league where it's competitive. The Eredivisie is not competitive with players, clubs, or coaches. It's not competitive in the slightest. The only competition he's ever had has been in the Champions League, and
Yeah.
he's proved to people with an in-depth squad, a young squad, a system and a philosophy that he can take them to a semi-final. And realistically, anybody who knows football, they were 5 seconds away from a Champions League final.
Yeah.
5 seconds away. So in my book, he got to that Champions League final. If I'm being realistic, if you can hold on for 5 seconds, you get to a Champions League final. In a season where they had to beat Juventus, they beat who else did they beat along the way, Abdullahi?
Tottenham Hotspur.
No, they didn't beat Tottenham, did they? They beat
Oh, they beat.
oh god, I think they beat Porto, didn't they? Porto, no. Would it
Was
bounce?
it
No.
Real Madrid?
Madrid, that was it. Yeah, they beat Real Madrid and they beat Juventus and then they beat Porto and then they got to the semi-final, didn't they, against Tottenham? And like I say, they lost out on the 5 seconds. But I think a coach like Ten Hag would relish the chance of putting his philosophy, career, CV, everything, to Manchester United, and then you would have probably, arguably, 4 of the top 5 coaches, managers in the world in the same league, at 4 of the best clubs in the Premier League in England. But it's all speculation for now because the way our clubs run. Instead of getting Ten Hag, we'd go for somebody like Graham Potter. That's just how our clubs run. Yeah, and you look at me with a weird face there. Then when I mentioned Graham Potter's name, this is how we run, though, Abdullahi. We go for people who are going to work with nothing. That's why when we had the option, I was very shocked that we gave Ollie the full-time job. Because
People say because he's done a lot of stuff after the what's called when he did this. Is he the interim manager?
Yeah, interim manager. Yeah, but at the time, who was the person who was getting speculated for the job at the time? Can you remember? I'll test your memory.
Who was that?
Maurizio
Pochettino. So he went to PSG.
Yeah, and he went to PSG in the end because we didn't offer him the job. But if we would have
Remember, the
offered,
fans wanted Pochettino ahead of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
if we would have offered him that job, Maurizio Pochettino, I think, would have accepted it. At the time, he would have rebuilt the squad. He had the system. He had the he had the CV of rebuilding a squad. He didn't have the trophies, no. But who knows? Could have come to Man United, and that might have been where it all took off, and could have won something. You never know, really. But and we're never gonna know because he's never going to be a Man United manager now. If he fails at PSG, I can hardly see him ever getting another job.
It's tough though. It's tough though. But the issue with that is like I always ask United fans. I ask what's called Red Devil and the guys, what is the ambition of the Glazers? Because
Top 4.
you cannot tell me top 4 is the ambition of the Glazers.
That is the ambition, Abdullahi. I'm sorry. That is the ambition.
So you're telling me top 4 is the ambition of the Glazers?
Right? I'll tell you now, Abdullahi. Right? Put up a tweet or put up a poll, and put what is the Glazers' ambition: winning trophies or top 4, and you will have more votes or more comments that will say the Glazers' ambition is top 4. That is the ambition. Get £100 million for the Champions League qualification. Commercially, brilliant. But from a fan perspective, it's degrading. It's disappointing, and that is why that's
telling
that,
me. Okay, so you brought why did you bring Ronaldo into the club then? If you know you're gonna be top 4,
commercial reasons. That's why the Glazers bought him back. Commercial reasons.
Commercial.
Have you seen on the day that he signed, Abdullahi, Manchester United earned £200 million.
Yeah, I know.
Just on the day that he signed,
I know.
all the media, the TV rights, everything.
I know.
Presentation. That's not even involving the shirt sales, which we got nearly £300 million of worldwide shirt sales from.
I
That's
know.
£500 million just for signing one player for what?
I
15,
know.
20 million?
27 or 28 million.
27 or 28 million. They've nearly what? Wow, nearly times it by 20 in a couple of weeks. They didn't bring Ronaldo to win things, Abdullah. They brought him for the shirt sales and the money. That's what they
You
brought.
telling
That's
me
what
the
they brought him
book?
for.
Wait. You telling me the book for the shirt sales? Like seriously?
That's what they did, Abdullah. That is what they did.
Wow. Wow.
As a fan, everybody would have said, no, we brought him in so he can help us win things and this. That was never the reason. That was never the reason. Like, let me put it like this: if Roman went to Juventus and he wanted to buy Ronaldo out at the time, you're buying Ronaldo to win things. This is the difference. You're buying him to win things, Abdullahi, not for the shirt sales, the commercial reasons. No, you're buying him to actually win trophies, and that is the difference.
Because I asked a United fan yesterday, he lived very close to me in Chicago, and I asked him, how long will Ronaldo keep saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? How long? Because this is unsustainable. It does this won't sustain you for a very period of time. It won't sustain you. Ronaldo can be popping up every damn day, saving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has. That will not work. It will be a day that Ronaldo himself will like, I can't save this man anymore. I cannot do it anymore.
Oh, why am I saving this guy?
Why am I saving him? Yeah,
Why
exactly.
should I save this guy when he can't save himself? Realistically, because I'll tell you now straight away. As soon as Ollie goes, you know Ronaldo's going to get on the phone to, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to get on the phone to Abdullahi?
Ferguson, maybe.
No, not Ferguson. Who was his old coach at Madrid?
Zidane.
Who's out of work? Thank you.
Zidane.
That's the first person that he will ring up. Is Zinedine Zidane. Come and save this football club. That is the first thing that he will do. That's not what I would do. I wouldn't ring up Zidane straight away. I've said what I would do. I would go to Ajax. I would ask how much it will cost to take Erik ten Hag out of his contract, and I'd pay it. And if we didn't want to pay it, or they charged us a ridiculous fee, I don't know, £50 million or something. They charged us something ridiculous, or Ten Hag for some reason didn't want to come. Then fair enough, I would go to Zidane and offer him the job. No problem. But it's all speculation.
It's tough because if you look at United, sometimes you just have to shake and be like, what the heck is going on with this club? This club I known for very long. It's United, I know it's all about winning. When United become a top 4 team, I've never heard of that before. When they become a top 4 team, like what the heck?
We became a top 4 team, Abdullahi, when Sir Alex Ferguson left. The expectation was dropped. The managerial prowess was dropped. Everything, the ambition, expectations, everything was dropped. Kind of a similar situation, if you want to call it, where who was it that left? When Kenny Dalglish left Liverpool, for example, all those years ago when he won the Premier League title and everything, went 30 years without winning anything. The expectation of that football club dropped, the ambition dropped, everything dropped, and they had absolutely nothing. Yeah, and SSB here.
Because it's annoying when the United become an Arsenal, when they even become a this is unbelievable. Because United, I know, always challenge for trophies, always compete. Either you see them in first or second. You can never see United in third or fourth. This is on that since I've been watching football. United fans has become top 4 is our success. Top 4 is a success for us. Top 4 is when does top 4 become a success for us? Manchester United for me, the biggest club in England for me. When top 4 become a success, because ever since I watched United have not been a top 4 team. Either you finish second or you finish top of the table.
But Abdullahi, let me put it like this: whenever have we been close to winning the Premier League title?
The last time you won it was in 2013.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah, that's when we last won it. Whenever have we looked likely like we're gonna win it, or we've challenged?
Maybe on that we see.
Yeah, but Jose was 20 points off and he came second. Because that was the Centurion season with City, wasn't it? The 17-18 season.
I want the 100 points, yeah.
Yeah. Under Pep, didn't they? They did the 100 points. But we were 20 points off of them. I didn't really call that a title race. We've never been in a title race since that 2013 season when we actually won it. And we've never come, as if we're likely to win it or anything, or we're the favourites to win it. There's no optimism. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. And this is what I mean. My expectations as a fan, we should be winning the Premier League. We should be challenging. We should be challenging for the Champions League. But we've got the team to do it. There's no, the team. There's none of this that the team's not good enough. The players aren't good enough. We have players there who have won even bigger things in these competitions. We've got 2 World Cup winners in the team.
Yeah.
But the World Cup is bigger than winning any Champions League or any league title ever. The World Cup is the hardest thing to win. And what's his name? Maradona, and before he died, said those exact words. The World Cup is the hardest thing that you can ever win in football. So did Pele. The hardest thing that you can ever win in football is a World Cup. End of. There's no challenge, no expectation at all. SSB, to be honest with you, I'm not even going to call you crazy because it probably will happen. Because like I've said to you a couple of minutes ago, Abdullahi, we'll get in a couple of years' time, we'll have to replace the players in the squad. Pogba will be majorly overaged. Fernandes will be majorly overaged. You'll have Cavani and Ronaldo won't even be here in 3 years' time. You'll have to replace them. Varane and Maguire are going to be aging. De Gea will be aging. And suddenly I've mentioned 7 players there. 7 players that you've got to replace then again in a couple of years' time. You take them 7 players out, then suddenly you're left with nothing.
Because I said it to United fans and I'll say it to you, Tom, again. Bruno is a winner. He wants to win. And
yeah, he's got the mentality. Yeah.
If you don't guarantee a trophy, I can see signing for a rival team.
I don't think for a rival team. I think he would go abroad. I think he'd go in Madrid or
PSG.
PSG. Yeah, so something where there's a guarantee or there's a likelihood of winning trophies, for example.
Because PSG, he's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a winner. He's got the mentality to win. Ronaldo's a winner. Ronaldo's Jesus Christ. He's the serial winner. Mm-hmm. You put Ronaldo's accolades or his trophies that he's won against every single Manchester United player in this squad, he's still got more trophies than all of them.
Yep, I agree.
If you add them all up.
Yep, I agree. That's what the issue is. That's what the issue is, man. Because in as much as people talk, I rate United, but the way the trajectory United are going at the moment, it's difficult for you to back them because of the trajectory they're going at the moment. It's very difficult because United fans are kind of having a laugh and saying top 4 is not their success now. That's not how to run a big club. Because you can't tell me success and top 4 is a success and you keep bottling over something over and over again. That doesn't make any sense for me because top 4 cannot be a success for United. That doesn't work in football.
No, it doesn't work. That's not an ambition of a club that's won 20. Let me put it this up: you don't know the name Manchester United. You just know a football club that has won 20 league titles. Would you say their ambition has to be to get top 4? I mean, no. You don't know Manchester United. You don't know the name of the football club or anything.
Mm-hmm. No.
All you know is that this football club, this anonymous club, has won 20 Premier League titles. What would you say their ambition should be or is?
Always competing, always.
Always competing, thank you. Not top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Top 4 should not even be in those words. Competing or winning. Competing or winning.
And you say the Glazers is all about money. They don't have the ambition of other clubs.
Well, they are all about money, Abdullahi. Why do you think they were one of the main forces in the Super League? They actually the Glazers, FSG at Liverpool, and the Kroenkes, all 3 of them merged together and they persuaded Roman at Chelsea. They persuaded Roman to jump into the mix. They went to Tottenham, and they persuaded Levy to jump into it. And then they went to City, and they persuaded Sheikh Mansour to jump into it. They persuaded all of these owners, all of these clubs to jump into the mix, even though they didn't need the money. City didn't need the money. Spurs possibly needed the money because of the stadium. Chelsea, you definitely didn't need the money. No. And this is the reason. They are money man. They were going to get £4 billion from the Super League every single season. Every single year, £4 billion. They were going to sell everything that this club stands for £4 billion every single year. Let that just sit with every football fan.
But it's tough because the reason I say it's tough is because United I've watched growing up, I've supported Van Nistelrooy, Wayne Rooney, Carlos Tevez, Luis Saha, Patrick Evra, Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, Van der Sar. I can keep mentioning Passing Young. So many of them.
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane.
So many.
Andy
Those
Cole.
are winners. Those are winners.
Yeah.
Not now that the mentality of the player that United have now. For me, it sucks. Sucks for me.
Yeah, but are we gonna keep relying on, like, that's what Arsenal is doing now? Arsenal fans are comparing their current form to the time when they were the Invincibles. It's not fair.
But Blue Eyes, for me, that Invincible for me is a little bit sketchy. Why I say sketchy is because if you look at those Invincible, when they won it, they have so many draws. The amount of win they have, the draws they have is even more than the win they have. How do I call that Invincible? Okay, name those Invincible: Thierry Henry, Pires.
You have to give it to them.
I gave it to. I'm not.
So what it means is, if you finish Invincible, the chances of you winning the league is 90%.
Yeah. You've
Right?
got to win. You've got to win the league realistically if you want to
Exactly.
class it as an invincible season.
Yeah, to put together but if you do, like, let's say you do a 30 games and they're all draws, what's that? Can you win with that? No.
No. you can get relegated with that.
But you're an invincible, no? If you tie all your games in the season, doesn't that make you invincible as well?
Because it's tough. Blue Eyes is tough. The reason is because United have watched a lot. There are teams that compete for titles, not the team that are happy finishing top 4. That's why I'm asking, what is the ambition of the Glazers? If the Glazers' ambition is top 4, that's
like me and you were always debating about
a lot.
And my only and I think me and you share the same thing when it comes to Paul Labiel Pogba. I think this is the ghost of Paul Labiel Pogba coming back to haunt Man U. He wasn't well managed. Now everything is coming to the fray because it's now coming down to that midfield. Imagine you guys still haven't figured it out.
Yep, after 3 years, and he's been the manager.
And how much have you thrown in the midfield right now, revenue-wise?
Well, 34 on Van der Beek. We spent nearly 60 on Fernandes.
That's 100.
Yeah, that's 100 there. We didn't buy anybody else. That's it.
Pogba was 2 years.
Oh yeah, if we count him when we bought Pogba, I didn't know we counted that. So that's what, 90.
Fred, what about Fred? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Fred, that was 50.
Wow. Yeah.
But Blue Eyes is tough.
Yes.
Why I say it's tough is because see, look at those players we've mentioned in United: Park Young, Van Nistelrooy, Rooney, Tevez, Luis Saha, Vidic, Ferdinand, Gary Neville, Patrick Evra. Look at those names. Look at them now. Look at the players the United have now: Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Lindelof, Bruno Fernandes, Labiel, Pogba, and co. The ambition of now is different than the ambition they have then, because this ambition then can win trophies. But now, these players, I don't think they have the ambition to win right now.
I don't know. I just feel the whole project around Pogba was not conducted properly, and they just shift power quick, or they shift focus quick to Bruno Fernandes, and they shift focus again quick to Ronaldo. But it looks like it's working now. I mean, they won a big Champions League game. I just feel Paul Pogba needs to play. He like that position where Bruno Fernando plays is where Paul Pogba should be playing for me. And we got to see him in at least 5 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
Then you will see Paul Pogba, because he's got to like, that's where like that sweet spot. It's like a sweet spot for him, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I really don't know.
United is they don't play as a team. They have so many individuals that it's see. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has a problem because every man, like I said it, I want every manager to do it. Have that boldness of taking out the player. Every manager, club, if you're not playing very well, club will take you out of the team. They will tell you face to face, you're not playing well. I need more from you. And the players will listen. What audacity does Ole have to sit down Ronaldo, to sit down Bruno, to sit down those caliber, high level of players? And you expect
no, but why not though? But why not?
It doesn't have. It can't do it. That's what I'm saying.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? The reason is because if you drop those players in, you will get either abused or circumcised by the fan, or he gets sacked.
Circumcised by the fan.
Yeah, but sometimes no, but Abdullah, you're right. But sometimes the coach has to make a statement. Sometimes.
One last as well, they're gonna social make that decision. That is my issue with United fans at the moment.
So what
doesn't have that charisma and the audacity to drop players. It doesn't have it.
So you're talking about? I'm guessing you're talking about this past game.
No, not even this past game. I'm talking about overall as a manager.
Yeah,
let's look at other managers like Pep, Klopp, Tuchel. When you do something wrong, they'll take you out of the game. They'll take you. They don't care if you're a big player or not. They will take you out. They want to save their job and win trophies. Ole is not even. He knows he's getting back from the board, regardless of what they do.
Yeah, but
he dropped Pogba and Sancho, though. He dropped Pogba and Sancho.
Yeah.
Okay, Pogba and Sancho is different than Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo.
Why?
Why?
Exactly. Good question.
Okay.
Which duo is more important?
Ronaldo is a brand. In hell, you cannot drop him except you're a top tier manager.
Hold on. I'll be like, Ororo is my man. I'll be like, Ororo is my man. But
I know.
You want to talk about brand and tactics?
It's two different things.
Exactly.
Because in Madrid, Zinedine didn't drop Ronaldo, and he will explain to me, this is this, I'm dropping you. Ole doesn't have that courage to do that.
Yeah, but Ronaldo just got here. Ronaldo just got here.
And to be fair, you have to. There would have been more than 3 times where Cristiano got dropped, unless it was for rest, right? I mean, let's be real. I'm just saying this. Like, it's funny. Blue Ice is talking. Oh, Pogba needs to be played in this certain position, and he'll be unlocked. But I thought if the manager wants to play you there, you have to do your best your best job there.
Yeah.
Blue Ice. I thought that's what because when there's someone else at Chelsea,
but he's still playing. No, he's still playing well.
Are you sure?
Thank you. Very good question. Yes. Very good question.
Why was he dropped? Why was he dropped?
But he's still playing. But he's still every game he plays at least 60 minutes. Every game in total.
Okay, but Blue Ice. If he's playing so well, why did he get dropped against Leicester? Why didn't he start?
It's rotation. This guy has a very thin squad. It's rotation. No, you're right. It's a very good question. My problem is, listen, if Hudson-Odoi can get 10 minutes a game, then at least there's progress. That's all I'm saying, man.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a crazy game, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Which game? Which game are you
Liverpool United, man.
Man U's going to beat them.
Wait, because you know the funny part is the same question I keep asking United fans. I'll keep asking everybody again.
Yes.
I keep saying it. What is the ambition of the Glazers? That is my issue.
You don't need to focus on the Glazers. The Glazers will always be there. They got money. You now have to talk about the team and the coach and short term goal. What do you want Man U to do in the next 90 days?
United fans are telling me it's short term. Top 4 is a success at the moment. What?
Hey man, that's honest, you.
Top 4.
That's being humble. I respect that.
Wow.
I respect that position, man. If they're telling me top four, for sure now. And then anything, you know that sales slogan. What is it called? Under promise, over deliver. You know,
That's what you do in school, man. Under promise and over deliver.
on over deliver, exactly.
Keep the bar loop. Keep the bar loop.
Thank you.
So
And
you're
then plus,
telling me United fans now needs to be celebrating top four as
They're not gonna celebrate it,
no,
but they'll be like,
they're
okay,
not.
we
But
move.
you know,
They're gonna be
exactly.
like, we move. Yeah, they're gonna be like, we
We
move.
move. And then if when they finish second, they'll be like, you see,
Yeah, man.
they'll have a bigger swag.
Yeah,
I know. We know that game, man.
we know that game. We played that game before.
Long time ago. Long time ago.
I'm like, we played that game, just top four, and we keep it moving, man.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden we finish first and we win Champions League.
Yeah, something like that.
It's
that was when Tuchel came. We were just saying top four, weren't we? That's what we were saying. Top
That's
four,
true.
and we're fine.
Good example.
because the funny part about it, United fans want United to follow the model of Chelsea Football Club and Roma, but it's different. It's way different because the way Romans run Chelsea Football Club is different than the way Glazers run United. Way different, and way different.
Yeah, exactly. Roman is all about quick returns, man. Return on investment.
Roman will tell you, if you don't win, get the heck out of my club. I don't care about you.
That's why I respect people like, even though I respect people like Mikel Obi, because Mikel Obi was at Chelsea for 10 straight years.
Yeah.
10! In spite of this man
And
being
he won everything.
a ruthless owner.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed there 10 years. If they, you remember, I think at 10 years you get what's called what is it called again? A testimonial game, right? You qualify for that.
Mm-hmm.
But Chelsea doesn't do that stuff, man. Nah. Yo, man. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with Manchester United. I just think what I'm happy about right now, guys, is I'm happy that Man U has turned the corner. I'm happy that it looks like Arsenal has turned the corner. I like. Sorry, I know. No. I watched that game today very closely. Listen, let me tell you something about this bad boy. There's one bad boy nobody's talking about, but he needs training. Can somebody guess? There's a bad boy right now that in the next 2 years is going to be the. Thank you. That boy can play ball.
My issue with it is I don't think Arteta is the right manager to coach that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He needs to be coached. He's very intelligent, very intelligent young man. I was so impressed with his ball today, man. Like he carved Aston Villa open, man. He just took him to the wings. You see, that's what I want. Eke Dons, can you hear me? Oh, he's not there. That's what I want. What's his name to be doing? Cho. You see how that guy was moving to the wing? As soon as he gets the ball, he goes to the wing. As soon as he gets the ball, he don't look back, man. He don't look back. He keeps running.
But see, it's interesting to say. But for me though, I look at diverting back to Chelsea now and leaving United. I look about the squad we have, what Tuchel has been saying recently and everything. See, I think we should be grateful to two things as the Chelsea fans. Firstly, Roman, and secondly, Marina Granaskia. In as much as we can abuse her for our stupid transfers, blah 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 blah.
Not me.
I know follow.
You. I'm like maybe me. No.
Relax.
I know follow.
In as much as we abuse her for transfer.
No, you're the one that has been. That is didn't you write an article on Maria Granaskia?
I did. I did. Yeah, I was pissed off and I was angry. I was mad. So I can understand that. But we have to be grateful to what Roman has done, the way he built the club for many, even Granaskia being there also too, the way she built the club also too. Credit has to be given to her because we all say woman does this, but I cannot lie. For me, Chelsea is one of the most run clubs in Europe at the moment, even in the world football. Because the way we're being on, players can have the audacity and say, I want to get 500,000, 600,000. That doesn't work in football. Like what is happening to Antonio Rudiger right now? The report I'm hearing for DiMaggio is like Rudiger wants to leave on free. He's demanding 400 from Ganaskia. Ganaskia said no. No, 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 no. You're not gonna get that amount of money from us. I'm sorry. If you want to live on free, the door is always open. You can go, but you cannot dictate. You cannot dictate and demand from us. We have to tell you what we can give, and if you're satisfied with it, go on. If you're not satisfied, the door is always open. Player comes and players goes.
All
That's
that maja means 300,000 a week.
So-
That maja right now probably means the highest they can go is 300,000.
Chelsea wants to go. No, Chelsea want to give me 200. He said he wants 200. He said he wants 350 or 400.
Listen, man, I never knock a man's hustle, man, and especially at this stage in his career, he's cooking right now.
He's 28 years. He's 28.
He's cooking, and he's got to make that paper, man.
Yeah.
So,
But do you
man.
think
Final
do you
deal, man.
do
Get
you
that
think-
bread.
Wait,
Exactly.
but do you think it's over demanding from the board? But he said his demand is too much for the board.
No. You got to go. Like, what's that saying?
Go hard or go home. Go hard or
Exactly.
go home.
Thank you. Shoot for the stars,
Stars.
and if you don't hit the stars, you land on the
On
moon.
the moon, exactly.
Something like that.
Shoot for the stars,
Yeah.
and you land on the moon, man.
So that 400 in his mind, he's probably targeting 300, 350.
Yes. But the issue with that is even if it is demanding high from that club, you know how that club is run. Because Lukaku is getting, I think, 12 million. That's almost like 355. Followed by Timo Werner, followed by Kai Havertz. These are the three players at the moment.
Where's Kante? Kante is a high.
If Kante signed his contract, it will be on the same level.
Kante right now is 300 now.
It's 300, but he's about to sign a new contract very soon. If he signed that, Kante will be 355 with Lukaku on the same wages. Yes, he hasn't signed yet. Once Kante signed, it will be on the same wages with Romelu Lukaku.
Okay.
This
It
guy
will be on the
is
same
like,
That's what the report said. It will be on the same wages level with Romelu Lukaku. Kante is on 300.
Blue Eyes. Just remember. You see why I'm so skeptical. Remember, they said we were going to get Kunde this summer. That's what
Don't
people
mind
told
them.
me.
Don't mind
That's what
them.
people told me.
Don't mind them.
Imminent. I kept on hearing
Don't
imminent.
mind
I've
them.
never heard imminent more, man.
I
So, you know,
got clips. I know people have clips of me, so I don't care. I got clips, so I know. You're right, man. I know people
like-
were in line singing his praises, Kunde, and Trumeni. You forgot Trumeni?
Relax.
Trumeni signed last season now. He was
Relax.
just in Lille for loan.
Loan.
Exactly.
Relax.
Buy a loan back. Yeah.
Relax.
Hmm.
Wait, we
Oh,
have
but-
Norwich, don't we?
Yeah, sorry?
We have Norwich, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
we have Norwich. Yeah.
Yeah,
Norwich.
I think we'll run it up with more of a Norwich Chelsea. Because thank you. Yeah, I want to say something too. But let me just round up with the guys talk. Because for me, what Rudiger is doing, I'm not blaming Rudiger for doing that. But for me, it's way too much. You cannot demand from the club for 400k a week. That is, you're not gonna still will not offer you that. She will not do it. She will either back out or tell you get the fuck out of here. She didn't listen to John Terry, the club captain. She told John Terry, either you sign 1 year deal or get the heck out of the club. And John Terry left. That is the club captain.
Yeah, but for Rudiger, this has nothing to do with Rudiger. Rudiger has a team. Rudiger has a salesman. He has an agent
Yeah.
that does his deals, right?
Yeah.
So the agent will always come to him and say, yo, this is what I think is best for you. You understand? So it all depends on what the agent negotiates. And at this point, if you look at how many other teams are in the pipeline lurking for his services.
Right. You know the funny part? According to Zimazio, the most
Yeah.
reputable source in Italy,
Yeah.
Madrid, PSG,
Juve.
down with Juventus
Yeah.
want him for free. Just imagine that. Do you know how much they're gonna pay him?
Exactly.
Ridiculous money for free, no transfer.
I'm surprised Bayern didn't ask for him.
Ridiculous money. Just imagine that. He's 28. Rudiger can still play for like 5 years more.
Comfortably. 7 years.
5
How
years.
old is Silva?
Silva is 37.
He said comfortably.
Comfortably, my brother, my man. I'm telling you, man. But yo, Smith Rowe, man. Yo, I need that guy on my team.
Oh
I
my
need that guy on my
gosh.
team. Bad
Oh,
boy,
no.
man. The
Oh,
boy, his
no.
IQ, he has the IQ, but he doesn't have execution. So he needs a coach. He needs a coach, man. And the way he runs, no, that guy, no. Arsenal is not for him, man. God. He's way ahead of the Norwegian kid.
Oh, Odegaard. Oh,
Comfortably, man. What are you talking about? He benches Odegaard on my team. Oh. You know what?
Chimere is it? Okay, Chimere, how you doing?
Chimere, where has this guy been, man? Chimere.
Chimere is
he's
making
been
money.
hiding, man.
He's
He's been
making
hiding,
money.
man. Nah, he's been
Don't
hiding,
mind
man.
No, he's the money man. He's the money
No
man.
problem. So when you make money, you forget us, and no problem. I see how this works.
You know, in Africa, when you say if you don't get money, hide your face.
Exactly. Now that it's cold, you're starting to think of.
He's
soccer,
making
no
money
problem.
now. Chimere is hiding his face. Chimere, there's God, oh, there's God.
You know, once
Yeah.
in a while, you can go to Western Union, Chimere, and then you can send us control number.
Chimere, there's God, oh, there's
That's
God.
all. We don't ask for too much. Just
Just
give
keep
us
making your
control
money.
number.
Just remember there's God. There's God. Keep making money.
We don't ask for too much.
Just give us the control number. Don't worry.
That's all.
We'll figure the rest out.
The rest will figure it out exactly.
Don't worry. We'll figure the rest out. Just give us that control. Maybe it's 2 or 3 or 4.
Doesn't matter. Just
Whatever it is. Give us that account. As you just get in my phone, I'm like, "Aye, God bless you, brother." I go Western Union ASAP. I don't care when they close. I'll be the first person that will be there. I'll line up. Don't worry, it will reach me. If they have 10 billion, it will surely reach me. I'm not going anywhere. So, brother, how's the weekend? How you been doing? Bro?
Been good, man.
Good. Give me your take on the weekend matches coming up.
Which one did you guys review?
We've talked about Liverpool, United. We're gonna talk about because I just want to preview most of the matches. Inter Milan, Juventus. We also have Napoli versus AS Roma, and yes, we Liverpool, and we have a Classico. It's not like the Classico is not like before anymore. It's
No.
like Ansu Fati
Is there a
versus
Classico this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend, this Sunday. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I know. I want to see how I want to see Man U put a beating on Liverpool, man.
So, Chimere, give me your take on this weekend matches coming up.
I mean,
United
there's
versus
some
Liverpool.
there's some huge matches, man. Even PSG is playing Marseille, which is also a
PSG
good
play
one.
Marseille, yeah, that's true. PSG play Marseille, yeah, that's true, yeah.
And so that's true, bro. These things, man. When you predict these kind of games, bro, you can't really
It's tough to
predict based
predict.
on
You can't predict this match. It's tough to predict. For me, it's tough.
because this game's are rivalries, man. Anybody can win anytime. That's
It is
hard
tough to predict. So I cannot predict these matches.
Like this United game, bro, it's hard to predict. I can see Liverpool spanking us. I can see us. I can see a draw. I can see us winning, and I can also see us spanking Liverpool.
Do you just see spanking? Spanking is like 4-5. 4-5. That's not. It's not like one.
Spiking is 3 now. 3 in football now. Spiking is 3, man.
It's 3. What are 4-5? That's not spanking anymore. That's
4-5 is
No.
4-5 is.
Yeah, that's a psychological
That's
bondage.
punishment.
Bondage. Yeah,
that's punishment. Yeah.
So you're telling me Liverpool winning 4-5 in neutral for this punishment?
But you know what? You know what the
Nah,
worst
they won't do
punishment is? Is
They
losing
would
by
do that.
one
They would
goal.
do that.
Losing by one goal, I think, is the worst punishment you can ever suffer. Because it means that you can't.
And I don't know if it is true. I'm hearing Bruno Fernandes is not 100% fit for the match on Sunday. It may be out of it. Or it may be on the bench. It's 50-50.
Well, that's what you have squad depth for. So Van der Beek step up.
Next man up. Next man up.
Yeah, next man up, man. You know, we're grown men here. You roll, bro. Somebody gets injured, you roll.
We roll with it.
You know what I mean? Ronaldo gets injured, Cavani rolls in. That's how it works, man. So Van der Beek, bro, this your chance. You come in and you play well. If he plays well this game, he has a spot for the rest of the season.
No, that's not the way to do it. Anyways, this is from the outside looking in, though. Sorry.
Jesus, sorry.
I don't know though. I think Bruno will play, bro.
No, because unless
Exactly. Either Bruno plays or Pogba plays.
No, he said it's not 100% fit to play. That he doesn't want to.
Bro, Maguire wasn't 100%, man. Maguire wasn't 100% fit, man.
No, Maguire was 100%. But he just played bad.
So
Don't mind that.
But Chimere, if you are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, will you, if you know Bruno Fernandes is not 100%, will you risk him and put him in more danger of getting injured? Because Liverpool will come with high intensity, and Bruno may get injured, and that could affect his entire season. Or you don't even play him at all entirely.
Nah, he's gonna play
from the bench.
He's gonna play.
Or you
He's
bring
gonna
him
come
from the
from the
bench.
bench or he's gonna start, but he'll play. I'm
He will play.
100% certain he'll play.
Because I listened to Liz Presser. He said he's not 100% fit. That he doesn't know yet on Sunday whether he will play or he will be out of the game entirely. He doesn't know yet.
Either way, even Papa can play that role. So
But
they have options.
that is what everybody will have been saying this all this day.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
So you have options. Even Papa can play. But in this game, though, to me, the way Liverpool play, I'd rather play Papa deep because Papa is the guy that can make that long ball, that can release Rashford behind.
Interesting.
And
So
he
you
can come
want
deep and get it.
you rather he plays as a 6?
Yeah, because he can come. He can dictate. Like he can be the one to get start the counter. Play the long ball to Rashford that will expose Liverpool's high line.
But he's a liability defensively.
That's a key point.
That's the thing, bro. But the thing is, if you play, he's the only person in that midfield that can play that long ball, that can release Rashford in the end and it's better he stays deep to do it.
But against Liverpool, you need people that can run, though, people that can cover the ground. Because Liverpool, they move the ball. They're like it's full gang press on, right? They don't stop. They don't stop running. So Pogba won't be able to. I don't know. Well, you can play Pogba, but if you don't play him further upfield, though. I probably think they'll play Fred and McTominay together, just to help, to cover the ground. That's what I think, though.
McTominay, bro. I don't know. McTominay, this is the game. I don't know. This is the game for him.
Well, what would you? Who would you?
Wait, Chimere, I am begging and begging. I've been begging God already, and I'm begging. I'm gonna beg United fans again on Sunday, please. Anything above 3-0 or 4-0. I'm out. See, for me,
That's like Liverpool can't lose. Liverpool can lose this game.
Nah,
No, Man U will beat Liverpool comfortably.
Man U not beat Liverpool.
Man U will beat Liverpool at least 3-0.
Why? How?
It's a derby. It's a derby. I mean, these guys. When was the last time United beat Liverpool at Old Trafford?
Thank you. It is a
regardless
derby,
of how they've looked. When was the last time?
Last season, Liverpool beat Man U at Old Trafford.
Yeah, but there's
Did they?
something now.
No, did they?
yeah, they beat
They
it.
did, but that wasn't. That game was a game we already still second place. Liverpool was fighting for top 4.
No, Liverpool gonna get got,
Okay.
man. Liverpool gonna get got. Timberlands is gonna destroy Salah. What's his name?
But in this game, right? Liverpool has seen what Man U is about, and if there's a coach that can gear up a war cry, it's gonna be Klopp, right? He's gonna get his boys. He's gonna psych them up.
I don't know, bro.
I've seen this
Man U
all
will
happen
just do
before,
them not today.
and then
Not
it's
today.
ended a 0-0 or 1-1 draw, man. I saw
Oh, no,
United.
not today for today. Not today.
It won't. Okay, I guarantee you, bro. It won't be no, bro. It won't be no.
It won't be
No,
United don't be conceding. United don't be conceding. United don't be conceding.
With the way United are the way they are defending their coaches, they will concede.
They'll concede. Yeah, they'll concede.
I think Liverpool will concede also. Liverpool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Liverpool
they ain't been
concede,
defending
yes.
great. They ain't been defending great. They've been conceding goals.
Yo,
depends, though,
Liverpool gonna get exposed in the midfield, man.
How? Why?
It depends on the
Because
population club place. It depends
As long as they play, if Man U plays for Pogba in that 10ish. When I say 10ish, I say like a free roll, and then have McTominay. Hey, Fred, you say Fred is. I really like Fred. Fred is injured, right?
No, Fred,
No,
bro. Fred.
he said he's back.
No, Fred. No, Fred. No,
Fred
Fred
is
is.
fit.
No, Fred is. I read somewhere he said he's on the injury. He's questionable.
Oh, he's
on the injury
questionable.
report.
But
Is it-
my
is it-
ideal,
Three players are injured. Blue eyes.
yeah,
Three
sorry.
players are injured for United. Bruno Fernandes, Fred, and who
No,
again?
no. Okay, well,
Yeah.
technically injured. Yeah, they are technically injured.
I think Martial's the other one. I think.
Oh, no one
Okay,
cares.
When last did Martial?
You know no one cares
When
about
last?
him, man. Oh, get him out of here, Chimney, man.
When last did they play football? When last? When last?
He scored,
Martial
actually.
is going to Newcastle.
Martial not for.
Martial is going to Newcastle. It will be their first time.
But
You're a
no, I'm telling
wicked
you,
Yeah,
man.
Martial.
no, but I'm telling you, you play.
Right one, right yellow one. Only one, man. Right, yeah.
If you play Rashford, bro, I'm telling you, if you play proper deeper, like you give him the freedom to roam and give him play him deep. I'm telling you, you have Rashford running in behind. That could hurt Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But
saying. Well,
play high line.
Liverpool practice though. You guys don't sound like Liverpool is going to back off Man United.
No,
they don't
that's
press.
what I'm
No,
saying.
no, no, no.
That's
You
what
know-
he said. No, that's what he's saying. He's going to play that ball over the top every time.
no, but what I rather.
But who's going to allow Pogba to look up? Like you don't know how Liverpool plays. They are rash.
Why? Kante played the ball over the top to Mason Mount, and next thing you know, it was a 1-0 win. Why he had to? Every we've seen it before, man. These guys ain't Goliath. They're not even Goliath.
Guys, I want to
That was without Van Dijk, though.
Let me take my
Oh,
foot
okay.
I'm
Breathe.
coming.
When Mason
I
Mount
saw.
was a human being.
Wait, I'm like before you go, Emmy. I saw Van Dijk get disrespected at Brentford Community Stadium. So I'm not gonna
Relax.
See, Brentford is a team that can beat anybody in that stadium. It's like bring Real Madrid to that stadium. Real Madrid they will suffer too. You see them all over the grass.
I already told you go and get me Cucurella from Brighton. Did you say Brenton or Brighton?
I said Brentford.
Brentford.
Oh,
Listen, man.
Guys, let me go check my phone.
Van Dijk ain't that same guy, man. He ain't that
Back.
same guy. Look how flirty.
Yeah,
he ain't
no,
that same
no,
guy.
you
He ain't
know.
the same. Well, not yet.
No,
Anyway. He might
I
take a while.
think Liverpool is not going to take United for granted though. They are going to slough. They're going to play like if it's a final. I don't know, but maybe that will run into United's hands because United will be like, okay, give us what you got, right? Let's see you guys burn out your energy for the first 20 minutes, and then let's hit you guys on the counter.
Guys, isn't this United's first big game this season? I mean, in the Premier League, sorry. In the Premier League, isn't it their first big game?
Is it?
Yes, the first one, yeah.
The first one, yeah. They haven't played
For me,
West Ham. No, West Ham wasn't big.
Yeah, West Ham wasn't big. Nah, it was
For me,
They did not play Tottenham. They lost to Everton, right?
No, Tottenham.
They lost to
is
Everton,
next.
yeah.
Tottenham was last season now.
Yeah.
Tottenham is after Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah, so their
Okay.
games are starting now. Their tough games are coming now. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
this, I'm telling you, this thing that happened to Bruno Fernandes. If it's really true that he's going to be unavailable, it's unfortunate that had to happen that way. But if it's true, then Ole should just employ what's his name, Paul Pogba. Put him in that tennis role, and then bring in Fred and McTominay, and make sure that. Hold on. Then pull in and what's his name? This bad boy that came from Dortmund, man, that nobody knows how to coach.
Sancho.
That boy, yeah, he's a magician. I watch this boy carefully.
But let me.
But he needs to be
right?
coached well. He does. His output is very poor.
Fabio is fit, right? And he's going Marshall at midfield.
No.
And that means you're trying to put Pogba versus Fabio.
No, but you know why I like Pogba? Pogba will force Fabinho. That's exactly why I want Pogba to play, because you just brought him in. Fabinho. What I want Pogba to do is to keep Fabinho deep. Fabinho doesn't need to come out. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So when you do that, it's true. It's true.
What I will say, sorry,
Chimera,
Chimera, man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'd rather have Pogba deep and Van der Beek if Bruno's injured, because Van der Beek is a guy who makes unselfish runs.
I bring Van der Beek off the bench.
Van der Beek has not played for a long time.
Off the bench, man. Exactly.
This game is not for players that have not played this season.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Because
I rather want Mata.
But Pogba
Did you
can't
say
have that
Juan
role
Mata?
this year, man. You need others.
No one matter, please.
No, but Bruno will play though. Bruno will play. I'm 100%
If he plays,
certain
then
of
that's
that.
a different case. Then that's back to
No,
you're
but
reverting back to type.
it'll be ideal to have Bruno and Pogba for this game. It'll be ideal to have
No,
both of them.
No, but Bruno is out, right?
That's what
Eh?
they're
No, he's
saying.
not
But I
out.
think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna
He's
play.
not out, but
No,
he's
you don't
about.
need Bruno and Pogba in this game, man. Nah.
No, you need Bruno.
No, you
Nah.
can't play Bruno and Pogba. That means
Thank
you're
you.
losing 2 legs, right?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because you're playing against a team that runs average of
Thank
13
you.
miles per
Let me
player.
know,
though.
ball.
So
No, Bruno
No ball.
runs.
if you are playing against Liverpool, the average distance covered by Liverpool player is 12 miles, 13 miles a game. So can Pogba run 13 miles a game? That you're gonna blow up his lungs.
That's the more reason why he has to play up front,
No, but he
where
has
he
to
doesn't have
play
to do
because
too
he's
much
the only
running.
one. He has to play because he's the only one that can make that ball over the top, and we need
Who?
that in this game. Pogba.
Cool.
Pogba. He has to play.
Okay, then
He has
this
to
guy
play.
stays on the bench. Then bench.
No, Bruno has to play too.
Yo,
because
Bruno has
also
to
makes
play.
key
These
passes.
both of them have to. Ole has to figure out a thing because this is my thing. I know it's United's first big game, but I feel like United are gonna go out there and be like, "We'll make Fabinho the man of the match," and by that I mean he'll be the one holding the ball, but there'll be nothing going on. Like for Liverpool, there'll be nothing going on. Like I think I honestly,
you know how it is when Fabinho is holding the ball, right? Mane drops deep, Salah goes top. Firmino also drops deep. They become 4 versus 2 or 4 versus 3 in our midfield.
They could do, hey, Emmy, man, they could do whatever dropping. Listen, I've seen Liverpool play United several times, and every single time, barring when it's actually competitive and means something, they drop the brick. Liverpool dropped the brick, man. I don't know what it is with United, and I think it's because of the rivalry, and they're
gonna get gut, man.
Yeah,
Liverpool
Loki,
gonna
they
get
know
gut.
they're the little brothers, man. They Loki know that. So I just think
Who
it's gonna be
no, Liverpool is a bigger club than Man United, though.
But they're gonna get gut this weekend. They're gonna get gut.
No.
They're gonna get
No, they
gut,
are.
man.
Seven Champions League.
I respect that. I respect that.
You have to
But
respect
you know,
your trophy, though.
I respect that. But Emmy, you even know deep down, man. You even know deep down.
No, not deep down. Not deep down. Bro, not deep down.
You know, Emmy. You know deep down, man. You've been to England before. Liverpool ain't got that respect here, man. You know that, Emmy. Maybe worldwide because of the Champions League, but there's an inferiority complex with Liverpool and United. We know, man. We know. It's the truth.
It's gonna be interesting, though. It's gonna be very interesting. But that's what the game.
I want to see guys. I want to see something.
This weekend is full of games, though. Like there's PSG,
Marseille, Inter, Juventus, Roma, Napoli.
Inter, Juventus.
Huge matches.
People are talking about the Classico. Imagine, can you imagine? The Classico is not even in discussion. Man,
that's because the EPL is center stage, man.
Yeah, but the way it should
EPL
be.
is center stage, man.
Nobody's talking about the Classico. The Classico is not trending. No joke.
I want to ask NK done something.
Nah, I'm so happy for Paul Onwachu, man. I'm so happy for that young boy. Tottenham wants him. All these big clubs want him now, man. Chai, by January, if you don't want him.
What they see in that guy? That guy can't run. He can't do. What was he do?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, for me. I see him like Peter Crouch.
Oh my God! This guy, Blue Eyes, mute your mic, man. Mute your mic.
No, I'm serious.
Blue Eyes, mute your mic, man.
The boy is crafty. No, the boy is crafty. Sorry?
Do we feel so the strikers like Peter Crouch still trend in modern football? I don't know anybody like that right now.
Man,
Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood.
They're
not
coming
even
back,
like
man.
Peter Crouch, dude.
No, those guys are not like Peter Crouch. Those guys,
they engage. They engage.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's, you know, when I say Peter Crouch, that's what you see how you guys like, yo, that's impossible. You need to watch that boy play ball. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to watch him play ball first. Why do you think these big clubs want him?
I want to see something, guys.
He'll be a pole in the box that ends the ball.
No, he'll do more than that.
I want to come to NK on this.
He'll do more than
NK,
that.
I want to come to you on this.
Yeah.
But it's a center stage for this.
Is that about you?
Yeah, Lukaku. Viewers has been saying Timberland, calling him Timberland.
Why are you throwing me under the bus?
Wait, let me land.
Why you throw my guy under the lorry? Under the lorry.
Guys, now
Under
that wait, now that Timberland and Lemo Buklena is out of they are injured now. Maybe your juju at work or your witchcraft.
No.
I've sent them. I've sent them to village. They need to go and face the ancestor. One that's going to say, the other one was going to Afghanistan. So I get that to treat themselves. Thank you, that's now. Because the question pops out today, and I listened to a bit of what you said today. I heard everything said, but I did not comment on anything about it because in my brain, I know what that man is gonna do. Now, they asked him just simple question: is the left wing the perfect position for the Doi? He said yes, but he said, and they asked him, is tomorrow the best match for him to implement? Like to have is this is my stage. I want to make it. The teacher said no. He has to play consistently. He said he doesn't need to play 250 matches or 350 matches for the whole world to know or do he play on the left wing. He just have to keep improving and do the basic thing. Once he can do the basic thing, he has no issues on playing.
Are you joking? Who said that?
Thomas Tuchel.
No, that's Thomas Tuchel is watching.
I'm sitting with him. That's what he
my
said.
show. He's watching this show, man. Thomas Tuchel just stole
Let me
everything.
lie. He said,
what do you have to say about that?
Let me finish. He said once he does the right thing at the right time, he has no issues of playing him ahead of Timo Werner and the co. That he doesn't need to play 250 matches or 300 matches for the whole world to see this is Callum Hudson-Odoi. He said, I know his best wing is a left wing. It doesn't need to prove me to me, not the board, not the whole world. You just have to keep playing.
Just play ball.
Just play your ball. That when you play, the people will recognize you. That's it.
When I said it, that I was called anti Chelsea. Now the coach is saying it himself. Oh yeah, now attack him. Attack him. That's exactly what I say. If they put Hudson-Odoi defense, play. Just play, man.
Teacher said it. He said sometimes I may need him as a wing back. Just play.
Just play ball.
He said, I know your position as left wing. I know. Everybody wants to see you play that wing. We all know that. But you don't need to play so many matches, have so many appearances. Just play your football. Let the talking be on the pitch, not you or the fans or anybody talking around the world. We all know how good you are as a player. So, okay, now, Lukaku, Timo Werner is out of the game now. The matches we're having, Burnley, Newcastle, Norwich, still for me, doesn't still prove that Odoi playing him on the left wing doesn't still make him like far ahead of Timo. He has to play. He has to show consistency, not even against smaller team, against opposition that are Man City, Liverpool, United. That is when Tuchel needs to trust him more. I know Tuchel wants to play him more, but the issue with Odoi is, I wouldn't say mentality problem. I would say the consistency has not been there enough. Just because why the manager wants him to do something else, he wants to do different thing entirely, which is out of the game in which Tuchel wants. So you watching as a fans now, how do you put those into perspective, making a balance together?
Let me first before I answer your question, I'm like, let me first address a certain somebody trying to I don't know what Oga is trying to do, but let me address what he's trying to do. Tuchel said he wants Cho to, when he may require him to play wing back. That's perfectly fine.
Exactly.
But his profile. Now, when I say a profile, you might not know what I mean. His profile is a winger. That's his profile.
Tuchel knows he's a winger.
Knows. Exactly. Tuchel, if he isn't playing well at right wing back, maybe because his profile isn't a right wing back. Maybe he's not a wing back, and that's okay. But if you expect him to drop 10 out of 10s at that right wing back spot, Tuchel, you're mad.
No, you're missing the point. No. You're missing the point. Listen, if Hudson-Odoi was able to produce consistent 40% performances,
oh gosh.
No, come on.
Tuchel said it.
Let's be realistic now. Let's be realistic now. Let's get God now. Let's God and be like,
Wait, guys. Tuchel himself said it. He said he doesn't need to prove anything to the whole world. He said he doesn't need to prove anything. He has that talent and ability to show it. that you just have to keep playing. You have to have that consistency in him that when the manager wants him to play right wing back, play. When they want him to play that position, play. Why is because at this moment
It's not possible. And because the boy is a young boy, doesn't mean that you won't throw him all around the field, right? Can you tell Lukaku to come and play midfield? You think he can control the ball?
if it's a
No,
good
Emmy, you're missing the point. No, Emmy, you're missing the point. The difference with Hudson Odoi is that those two positions interrelate. Playing inverted wing and playing wing back and playing winger, all the same, the same family, same branches.
No,
it is. It is. The reason. Hold on.
Go ahead.
The reason I say that is that it is easy to adapt to any of those three positions. If you play any of those single positions, it's easier to adapt because you're still in that wing, you're still in that triangle. Mm-hmm. But when you say what's his name?
But as a wing back, you have more defensive work, right?
No, but you can also manage that. You can go 50-50. Listen, I bet you some coaches.
So this is what they said.
A wing back that can score more and you can concede.
Let me get it out. He said
depends on what you want from your wing back. Do you want him to score more, or do you want him to be a defensive wing back?
When they asked him about Odoi, this is what he said. It is only a turning point if he makes it a turning point. He needs to prove it. He needs to play in the next 250 candidate level, and then we can say that no. He also said it will be a turning point if he does not only a good match, one good half. He said he doesn't need to play like 60 minutes and say, hey, Odoi has a good match. No, he needs to have that consistency in himself that everybody could see. And he said it. Thomas just and his player think, okay. So he said this is what they are waiting for. Now they have the responsibility. Here we go. They have to show it. They have our trust, our support. It's up to them. Now it's up to Odoi to show you that, boss, I deserve to be in starting 11 week in.
He's going to get his position. He's going to play in his position. That one is for sure.
He will. Yeah,
but
he will.
For me, the pressure. There will be more pressure on him playing in that is comfortable position than playing in an uncomfortable position and performing.
Yeah,
100%. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I understand. 100%.
Yeah, like you're excelling in an uncomfortable position means you are now growing. That's a signal of growth. That's why I was That's why I was pushing for him to succeed as a wing back, and that's why I hate bringing on Mason Mount, even though Mason Mount has been shit. But that's what Mason Mount.
He has a bit shit.
He has. No, he's been garbage, man. I don't even want to.
Only one goal in 10 games, though.
Imagine.
He has a bit shit.
No, not even one goal. Sorry. One assist. Sorry.
Imagine.
He has a bit shit. Man.
I don't even want to look at his.
He has been abysmal. Negative.
I don't want to look at his.
I'll say he's been
bad. 10 games. Wow,
he's been bad. He's been bad. I won't say shit. He's been bad.
So, Ente, give me the thought on what you just said about Odoi.
I mean, listen, two shows entitled to his own opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna be disrespectful and rude, but I'll say I humbly disagree. But it is what it is. I mean, he just has to perform now. That's Cho's job now. Ball out left wing. Havertz as well. Havertz ball out, please. I need a comfortable win. These guys are trash. But yeah, I mean, he just needs to, get a string of performances together. He finally got time to make that left wing spot his own. And the thing is, he's gonna have some run because there's no one he could actually bring on. There's no one he could actually bring on. No, but there's no one he could actually bring on.
Exactly. So this is the time for him to show himself.
It's prime time. It's prime time. So I'm hoping that he balls out, proves Blue Eyes that Cho's better than Sancho. Yeah, Hudson Odoi is better than Sancho. And we move.
Amen. I hope that happens. I hope that happens, man.
I hope when Hudson Odoi scores or has a good game, you guys give him his flowers and don't say, it's because it's Norway.
No. For me, it's not
because it's Burnley. No. If the boy plays well, give the boy his flowers.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's how it's
give
done.
Him his flower. See, no one is a fanboy, even in Chelsea. Everybody we all rate Odoi. There's no one.
Ah.
Yes, Because
I
in
noticed
Chelsea, Koba,
You apply yes. You
I rate
apply
Odoi.
yes.
I rate him. But my issue with
Yeah.
Odoi is
The ice that's blue. I don't know. The ice that's blue. I don't know.
I think Blue Eyes rate Odoi, but my issue with
Thank you.
with
You know
Odoi
me.
is
You
I
know
think he
me.
hates him.
Abdullah,
But the issue with it is it's like Odoi is like Labio Pogba. The consistency is not enough for us to see.
Okay. Why are we not putting the stress on older players though? Like, why are we
Thank
not
you.
talking of older? Odoi is just 20 years old.
Very good question. I'm Amy. Hey, very good question.
Why are we not putting the same label on other players that are playing the forward
Let me
line?
tell you
Because
why.
everybody has been inconsistent though.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Let Blue Eyes go and I'll give him mine.
I'll tell you why. It's because Hudson-Odoi has been discovered to be a rare gem at a very young age. And what happens to these rare gems that you catch at a very young age? You capture them and make sure they grow. But Hudson-Odoi, for some reason, I'm not saying he's not growing. It's just that, you want him where he's supposed to be right now because of that potential he has. Is what you're hearing. That's the result of this kind of hustle and bustle you're hearing in the fan base, because you can't really put a thermometer in regards to Hudson-Odoi's performance in the past 5 years. And barring injuries, though. Barring injuries, with all due respect.
The boy has played 5 seasons now.
I'm just saying, I'm giving you a range.
Oh no, he's just giving a range. He said off his head. Off his head.
No, but
three.
Most kids that play football now, you must have to have played in that league for at least, not even if you play senior team, at least you have played under 21 for the past 3 years minimum now. So either way, like a 5-year career is still a normal prescription. You got to go. But
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, it's not that we're putting too much pressure on him. It's catch them when they're young. And Hudson-Odoi, the sky's the limit for this guy, man. Imagine if this guy if he really hits form now, that means that by 25, how old is he now?
He's 20.
21.
Imagine.
No.
He's 20. He's turning 21. He's turning 21 in like 2-3 weeks.
Imagine.
He's 21 already. What's the difference?
He's turning 21 in November sometime.
He needs to, like I said it again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record. Hudson-Odoi needs to add the wing play to his game. That's all. That's all that's missing now. He needs to have the personal automatic initiative to drift to the wing. Because as soon as you do that, what happens is that you stretch the field open, and then your midfielders can engage in those running lanes. But he doesn't do that. He's always cutting back in. So when you do that, you chop off that real estate by almost how many? He's always cutting in.
Yeah, but that's his game, Blue Eyes. That's his game.
You know why he's cutting? You know why he cuts in though? He cuts in because he's cutting to his strong right leg, right? I think what you're saying is what Mahrez. So Mahrez is the king of that, right? So Mahrez added his game, right? Mahrez added his game now. So if you mark that left, guess what? You go to that right and destroy you.
Right.
So that's
I guess that's what you're saying.
So that comes the age, right? Mahrez was not that good when he first came to EPL. He was
Absolutely.
He wasn't that good.
Emmy, you're not lying.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not lying.
Everybody knew you go to that left, right? Yeah. But now Mahrez has mixed it up. If you mark that left, you go right, and you fake to shoot to the right, cut you back to that left, and carry the ball and shoot and score. So what Hudson-Odoi has to just do is, it comes with age and it comes with playing more games, and that's why I'm like, let him just get this run of 5 games, like Norwich, Southampton.
No, but let me tell you right now, if he wants to get those run of 5 games, he's got to add that wing play to his game. Trust me. You
didn't like the wing play against Southampton? I know you saw some nice combinations where he was combining with play. Either way.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I saw some very good. Yeah, he made some very good combinations. So I'm not those kind of people that I'm very realistic with Hudson-Odoi. Because first of all, I'm very realistic with him. I'm not going to push. I know everybody thinks he's a red gem, but I'm not going to say, guess what? The guy has to start balling like Robert. No. It's not
No. Listen,
Those guys are older.
Emmy, listen. The amount of games that Hudson-Odoi is getting currently is, you don't even need any kind of explanation to say that he needs to play better. So nobody's talking about Robben. We're talking about looking at Hudson-Odoi's performances, despite the fact that they've been sporadic here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not showing any. I don't know.
Don't say no. See, no. I'm like,
Blue eyes
yeah.
Because I listened. See, I rate Odoi, but the level of when the fan base are rating him, I'm
too much. It's way too much.
low. The reason I'm laying low is I need to see Odoi more in the consistent matches, and he's not been getting another Tuchel just because Tuchel is playing a back three. I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm like, you're getting it. Yeah,
but you had a chance to play wing back.
Wait. The bot is every manager that comes in as a player, you have to adapt, regardless of the formation or the system. You have to adapt.
Preach.
So, in as much as we can say Odoi is a left wing, Ousmane Dembele plays as a wing back with Thomas Tuchel in Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund.
Has he? Did he?
Yes, he did. He played in the back three. Yeah. He played in the wing back when he was in Dortmund.
Was he good? Was he good there?
Yeah, it was good.
Abdullahi, you know,
He never played Aubameyang.
He never played back three. He always played 4-3-3 or 4-2-2-2.
No. In Dortmund, I'm talking about Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah, in Dortmund. So Tuchel never played back
Did he
three.
play back to a back four?
No.
He played a back four in Dortmund, but I thought maybe the occasional game. Maybe the
He
occasional
never
game.
played it back. I used to watch Dortmund though. I never saw them play back three though. They always play back four. It was when Tuchel left and they brought what's his name? Lucien Favre. Lucien Favre alternates between a back three and a back four.
I need to check very well. That
was when they now sold Dembele, right? Dembele left after Tuchel left, right?
So Hudson-Odoi is the first ever player now that has been moved from
Wait, time out. Blue Eyes. Why you do this off air? Because here's the thing, right? This guy, Blue Eyes, keeps on comparing Hudson-Odoi with Victor Moses. Do you know how old Victor Moses was when he made? No, do you know how? Eddie, it's true. Do you know how old Victor Moses was when he made the move? He was an old boy. He was a. Come on, this guy.
Victor Moses was when Conte discovered he was a wing back. Victor Moses was already 27.
Respect my
Eddie, stop.
Respect my
And that was his official football age, Joe. I'm not talking about his real age. Hey, Chineke.
What are you guys doing? This is bad.
Why are you pulling people's feet outside the compound, man? Eh?
Victor Moses is 29. Victor Moses is not 47 years of age. Relax. So to round up my pot on Odoi, I rate him, but the work and the fan base get him highly. I not yet. I'm laying because I want to see a consistent performer from me yet. And also, we can blame Tuchel in as much as we want. But can we say as the Chelsea fans, do we even trust the player we have now to play in the back four? I don't trust them yet. I do not trust them to play in the back four.
I don't trust them either, my brother.
I don't trust them to play in the back four.
Why?
I don't trust them. We need one old head that can
play back four.
Like an old head where they sharp. like that Bonucci mode. I don't say Bonucci will never come.
Play back four. You have to have
another old head.
You have Thiago Silva though. Thiago Silva not an old head.
Wait.
But Thiago Silva will give him 2 years. Now. You need another guy who will come in filling.
Wait. To play in the back four, you need so many things. For me, you need to be disciplined, and secondly, you need to be on your A game week in and week out. Antonio Rudiger, as much as he's as good as he is, he can lose guard anytime. Andreas Christensen has much.
So are you saying?
Let me finish.
He's not lying. I'm lying. Continue. Continue. You're not lying. Continue.
In as much as
you just build onions. Abdullahi. You just build onions.
Oh my God.
I'm lying. Continue.
I'm a Rudiger fan. Well, I admire. Wait, let me
Oh,
explain. I admire with the guy
He said that
the way he
he
plays
says
football.
a loose guard. He's
but-
loose guarding material.
Apart from Thiago Silva, when I see just if you put it in the back four, I can have confidence in it. You see, and the Christian is in his form of his life, but that guy can give man hypertension in one match.
No,
Despite
that's not true. And
wait,
can play back for with an experienced,
see, to play back four, one, you need to be disciplined. Two, you need to be on your A game, week in and week. I know Christensen can read the game very well. Also, Thiago Silva and also with the guy to sometimes. But you see, in football, there's something called loose guard, and every player has that. Every defender has that. So you're not gonna tell me you're playing against a top tier team and you just
actually, you know what?
Abdullah, let me ask you a question, right? Wait, let me ask you a question. So Manchester United, they play a back four with their horrible centre backs currently. Are you saying that our centre backs are worse than United centre backs?
No, but they don't have a competent midfield. They don't even have a competent midfield.
Thank you. Let me answer. Ali Maguire for me, I can't even put him in the top 10 centre back in world football. I'm sorry, I cannot.
Okay, so what are you saying?
So what I'm saying is there's a difference between Ole Gunnar Bombshell and Thomas Tuchel. Ole Gunnar is not a coach; he's a carpenter. For me, he's not a coach.
No.
No.
You're not getting what I'm saying, right?
No.
If Maguire and Lindelof can operate in a back four system, why can't we?
Can they operate though?
I don't know, but they play there. They're going to play there on Sunday against Liverpool, right?
I'll tell you why.
So why do you think we cannot play? Is Christensen and Thiago Silva not better than those two guys?
I'll tell you why.
Mr.
I'll tell you why.
Wait, you make a good point. Christensen, wait, let me explain. Christensen and Thiago Silva can play back four. I'm not disputing that. But in football, there's something called loose guard. You know what it's called?
Loose guard. So why
let me explain.
Everywhere.
Wait.
Everybody go loose guard.
Before you can play, wait. Let me wait. Before you can play back four, you need a disciplined CDM. We don't have a CDM.
Does United have a disciplined CDM? Do they have
Exactly, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Because that's the problem.
That's something without a DM.
No. 1 minute. Time out. Let me just come in quickly. Let me just come in quickly.
Are you saying
Emmy, you're not being real because we've all seen Chelsea. Emmy, you're thinking of what you think is gonna happen. We've seen Chelsea. We've seen these guys in the back four. We've seen these guys. Now there was Lampard, but even with Sorry, these guys. We've seen some of these guys in the back four.
Yeah, but on that side we had the third best defense, though. Because
wait, time out. Wait, Emmy, on the Sorry, we were getting smoked by Bournemouth.
By Manutd.
And Bournemouth was the 4-0.
Let me say something. Emmy, let me say something. You see, on that Sorry,
we were the third best defense after Liverpool and Manutd, though.
Wait. Under those era when we had Jose, Avra Grant, Gus Indy, Carlo Ancelotti, we play Madrid.
You're going far now.
Wait. I'm coming. Wait. Those years we had the back and we have a standing DM in John Obi Mikel. Conte is not a DM, it's a box to box. For me to have
my God. Abdullahi, what I'm saying is this. If Manchester United can play a back four, there is no reason we cannot play back four because the profile of our midfielders and defenders are better than Manchester United.
So can I say something about that comment?
Okay, go for it.
Okay, the reason why we cannot play a back four, we can probably play a back four, Emmy, but not at the moment. Despite the fact that you might think that our defenders are naturally better than the Man U defenders. And the reason why is that Man U has been trying this format for the past 2 seasons. They've been playing back four for the past 2 seasons. So this is basically almost like duck to water for them. And then when you're talking about Chelsea, you're talking about a new project that when Tuchel came in, he immediately jumped on the three-man bandwagon. And
let me ask a question.
Hold on.
No, go ahead.
Hold on. And then when he jumped on that three-man bandwagon, he did that to do what? To establish himself defensively. So now, if you want him to go back to back four, it's going to take him at least one season.
Yes.
One season minimum.
Why?
Of course. To be able to get rid of it.
Back four, though. No.
Are you sure?
No,
Then Emmy. He hasn't made any. He hasn't made any signing, defensive signing anyway. So if it was so, why didn't you go for back four from the get go? If you have this much faith in these players,
you should have done it a long time ago.
You should have done it. You shouldn't have even changed to a back three.
You're not even talking about how the midfield will change, Amy.
Yeah,
in a back four. Because now you have to now come to playing real CDM.
Bro, sorry for cutting you off.
No problem.
In as much as you say, Conte this, I keep sending people. We make this same mistake over and over. N'Golo Kante is not a DM. He is a box to boss. There's a difference between that. He's a box to boss. For us to have to play back four, you need a disciplined CDM.
I don't think Jorginho is that. I don't think Jorginho is that.
Let me bust your head. West Ham plays a back four. Yeah, they play back four, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they play Zuma and our brother Ogona, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in front of them they play a double pivot of Susek and Declan Rice.
Yes.
Okay.
So
hold on.
What?
This
say?
Is amazing.
This is amazing. I'm waiting for you.
Amazing. Abdullahi, you see how he even walked into his own shit. You see how
he walked into
it. Man. You just walked in there. Nobody pointed you in that direction.
No,
you just...
I call West Ham because I don't think even West Ham too. In West Ham, well, West Ham they have Susek and Declan Rice. Their profile makes sense because they can fit and they can protect, right?
So who's the CDM in that mix?
Who's the CDM? Susek now.
No.
Declan Rice is a box to box.
No.
But Emmy, I thought Declan Rice can't do that. I thought Declan Rice can't do that.
Abdullah is in trouble.
He's in trouble.
Abdullah, come and separate this point.
Originally, Declan Rice was the CDM. But if you watch Declan Rice this season, he is moving forward more, and Susek is the one shielding the back four. If you watch it more, just watch their game this weekend.
Are you saying?
I'm not disagreeing.
Are you saying that Declan Rice is a very versatile young man?
Yeah.
I don't know about that too.
Oh my goodness! Hey, we got him. We got him. Hey, I'm lying. You know, you and Emmy are in trouble.
Wait, Emmy, why do you do it like this? I don't want to respond. Now you're putting me in the spot to talk. I don't want to talk.
Abdullah,
you walked into this one, man. You walked
we can't play it back four. The only thing that we just need to, and that's the thing, it does sacrifice, right? Mm-hmm. We just don't want to. I think Tuchel is, like he said, I think because NK Dons have brought this. He has not bought the kind of defenders and midfielders that he believes can enable us play back four. But the thing is, before we lose all our natural wingers and lose the ability to play as real wingers, we need to play that system sometimes. Because currently all our wingers are now being played as number 10. And that's total different roles, remember. Hope we don't have that problem when we now buy those defenders and midfielders and we want to now switch system to a back four. Then the wingers will now be cutting inside like what Bright is saying. And then everybody's like, why are you cutting inside? Are you not a winger? You should go to the bar line and cross the ball. Right?
And I don't even want I don't want somebody cutting out. I don't want somebody cutting out to the wing and crossing the ball. I want somebody that can cut out to the wing and
like what Willian does.
Yeah, like if you cut to the wing, then two of your players can drift with you. I like those kind of players because when you do that, you're opening the channels, and then people
Blue Eyes,
Dora the Explorer
that
can
reminds me of Hazard.
explore.
Hazard does that a lot. He will beat player 1, 2, 3 player, and he will just
Wink.
out to
Wait. I just got an ESPN message. It said Chelsea is interested in Mendy and Hazard from Real Madrid.
Felamendi is not a bad idea.
Mendy and who?
Hazard.
And Hazard.
I don't
Felamendi is not a bad
I don't
idea.
trust
Yeah, I can't lie,
ESPN.
Emmy. I was a proponent for Hazard coming back, but if Joe starts performing in these next 5 games, I'm gonna have to change my stance slightly.
Bro, he's got to step up,
change
man.
my stance slightly.
So let me just put this out there, right?
Mhm.
If Hudson Odoi, if I was Tuchel tomorrow, I'll play a double pivot of Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho. Loftus-Cheek is the monomer that can drive the ball. Let him combine with Cho and Mount in that midfield or wing or position, and let us see them combine and play that fluid front line with Havertz. And I swear, we will score so many goals. Like those guys will be mesmerizing. I don't know if
we
you
lose to
play
Norwich,
that.
oh my goodness! If we lose to Norwich,
What?
oh my god!
If we lose to Norwich, no, that's the end of discussion now.
The problem is now, if we score goals now, then the value of Lukaku it begins to like tick on some kind of clock.
Who cares about it? Let's talk about that later. We need to get our forward line.
Blue Eyes, we don't talk about Lukaku until
Nobody cares about Lukaku right now.
Sorry?
We don't talk about
We need to get what? Sorry, say that again.
Yes, I need to borrow your phrase.
Yeah,
I
no,
need to
but
borrow
you
your
said something.
Blue
You
Eyes,
said you
Blue Eyes,
need
I
to
need
get
to
everybody cooking. I like that statement.
I need to borrow your phrase.
No problem, my brother.
Lukaku is injured right now. So
Yes.
right now, a player that is ready to play, let him play. When Lukaku come back, we'll cross that bridge. Right now, the bridge is over.
Yeah.
No, you guys are missing.
Lukaku is out for 2 weeks or 2.5
You guys
weeks.
are
2 or 3 weeks.
You guys
I'm
are
lying.
missing what I'm saying. You guys are not even reading between the lines of what I'm
No,
saying.
I
Because
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying that in this current front three that we're about to play tomorrow, if
Yeah.
they play very fluid and they click,
exactly.
Everybody will chop.
start
Everybody
asking,
will chop.
why do we need Lukaku? But
Exactly.
the thing
So
is, everybody go learn how to play ball with each other. Yeah, Lukaku too.
wow, where is this coming from, man? Why you they give me grief when I they tell you the same thing last week,
Oh my
3 weeks
days.
ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago? Where is this coming from?
Let me not lie. Let me not lie, right?
Wow.
If Lukaku gives us, if this guy gels or they gel on next week Saturday against Newcastle away, they gel against Burnley, they mesmerize against Southampton in the Carabao Cup. My guy, even Tuchel will look at it and say, I need to ease Lukaku into this attack because right now I have something that is working, and you don't want to, because from now to Christmas are winnable games, right? We need those 3 points. We need those 3 points. Racking those 3 points in.
Golden State.
You said it. You couldn't have said it any better. That's exactly what I would say too, man. Because man, like you said, everybody need to go. Everybody need to go and learn how to play the game. That's it.
Yeah, learn how to play football.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go and learn how to play with each other. So
That's it.
if Havertz and Hudson Odoi are giving us vibes of, man, they have this telepathic connection. You know, they're scoring goals like
Wait,
they're moving.
Guys, wait. I listened to one YouTuber yesterday. I think in United fans. He tweeted me, I'm gonna find that tweet, and he bantered me later, and I laughed. And he said he's more scared right now. And people asked him, said why? He said Chelsea will be more fluid right now with Odoi, Messi, Mount, and Kai Havertz, rather than having Lukaku in there, because right now you don't know who to mark, because both the 3 players that are going to be playing will press you. They can run at you. They can dribble you.
Everything. Pros and cons of everything.
First of all,
every lineup has its pros and cons. That's what I have to say.
Yeah.
Messi Mount doesn't deserve. Messi Mount should be on the bench for the next 2 games, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness!
No, I need him to get a little bit of a nudge in the back, just in what's that saying? Just something to kick in the backside, just to get him going again.
So you mean to tell me, right? I thought this guy Mason Mount made an immediate impact when he came on against Southampton. Yes or no?
No.
You don't think he made an impact? So
Oh yeah, against Southampton it was good, but this last game he was against Southampton it was 50-60%, which is what I expected coming
when
off.
he came off the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he did all right. But again, this last game, that he played 90 minutes. Oh my goodness. I was so mad. Man. I was so frustrated.
I'd like, sorry, Blue Eyes. Even if he isn't playing well, my thing is the team just, you know what I mean? The team just ticks, man. The team just ticks. He's like,
that's what I said. I said it already. I said it earlier. I said, yo, man. Mason Mount, the only thing he had in that game is that he was everywhere at the same time.
Exactly. He's Draymond.
Thank you, man. But man, that guy is so off form.
Before I want to say something. The news I'm hearing is it doesn't make me happy, in which I'm gonna have an issue. After the Boxing Day by December, all African players in EPL are going to AFCON. Nice. None of them is staying.
I can't wait for AFCON. No.
After December the 26th, nobody in EPL being in Africa is staying in EPL. They are moving after the final whistle in Boxing Day. Now I'm having an issue. Our first match in January the 1st, we have Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City, Manchester United, or immediately. I don't trust Arisa Balaga.
Kepa. He said, I don't trust that.
I don't trust Arisa Balaga.
I'll tell you, why are you sweating?
I'm already sweating already.
Don't mind this guy with Aston Villa. That go.
I'm sweating already.
Let's go open.
I'm sweating already. Arisa Balaga making me sweat. Because I know I can see somebody shoot from midfield, Bruno Fernandes, and boom, it's a goal. Boom, it's a goal.
No.
It's a goal. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the Emmy. I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna have faith. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. But I'm gonna do an Emmy. I'm gonna have faith.
I'll be so drained in. I'll be so focused in AFCON now. But that's why I love AFCON. I don't think of VPL again.
I'm gonna have faith, man. I'm gonna have faith.
You're gonna have faith, right.
We're gonna concede goals that season. We're gonna concede goals.
Yeah. So we'll concede goals.
You know, Abdullah, you remember you and I said this before. January is our peak season. It's our peak month.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of our peak performance quarter or last stretch of the season.
If you can maintain this form, this result towards January and we still top of the table in January.
Exactly. Then
I think the player could be wrapped up as soon as possible for me.
No, not that. But if you're top of January, it's highly likely you're on top at the end of the season. If
you're on top in January by 10 points.
Yes, exactly. SSB is 2. I just said it right now. December the 26th is when all African players is moving to AFCON. They're gonna miss 8 games minimum.
Liverpool.
Liverpool have Salah. Edward Mendy out.
Liverpool has Salah.
It's gonna be an amazing
out. Iheanacho out. Everybody.
Patson Daka man scored 4.
Patson Daka, Chipolo.
So everybody, all AFCON players will miss 8 matches.
It's a copper bullet.
But guys, you know the most scary part about it. I fear for Liverpool. No Salah, no Mane, no Naby Keita. Lord in heaven, how did they survive? Holy God knows.
You have to see, man. Klopp will do the job. They'll have to do something. And one more thing before I go, Ablai. Always remember, we have defenders that have tendencies to lose guard. Reece James is a loose guard defender. I'm sorry. Rudiger occasional loose guard. Even since he's been here, Ablai, there's been many games where Thiago Silva has lost his head. Let's not lie.
That goal, which there was one goal where he had me lose guard recently.
It happens, man. It happens. So, even Chilwell, I didn't think he was a loose guard defender, but against Southampton, when you gave away that penalty for no reason,
that was
stupid. It was scary. It was stupid. That was stupid. Actually, it wasn't loose guard. Chilwell, that was just stupid. Yeah, I agree. So I mean, I don't know.
I think for me, see, I hate to say this thing. I do not want to say it. I hate to say it. I'm right now. I'm in the middle of putting. You guys are putting me in tight spot, and I do not want to say it. I do not, and I'll repeat myself. I do not want to say it. But for Tuchel to play back for this team to have a functional dimension, like structures of yes, we can move forward. We need the proper DM, and I've been looking at the word Casemiro, Fabinho, and everything. In as much as Blue Eyes,
There's one man.
please,
There's
please,
one
let
man.
me talk.
Yeah, let me mute. Sorry, let me mute. There's one man. But I'll mute.
In as much as I'm still having the issue giving me that kind of eye ranking. I've been watching him recently, but let's see how it goes. Let me finish up. I've watched too many too. It's good, but my but is for us to play basketball, we need a sitting DM, and not even a sitting DM, someone that can mix together from being a normal just DM and also can be a playmaker too. And I think Declan Rice could do that. Could become that kind of. Let me finish up. let me finish.
23rd of October, 22nd in Chicago. 22nd in Chicago.
Our ministry is working.
It's done. Our ministry is done, man. Our ministry.
is closed.
I've watched so many. I've watched Declan Rice. I think both of them need a proper coach that will tell them when to move into position, when to stay, and when to move, and when to move. I don't think Chomeni and Rice needs to be talked too much. It's just a little bit of tactical and structures, and they know their job as a player. So we need that sitting them down. Even in as much as Conte is not a DM. If, like I said it when Lampard was there, in as much as I don't rate him highly, I would love to see the combination of Rice and Conte plays together. Then I want to have that conversation.
That would be nasty.
I want to have that
Blue
conversation.
Eyes, man. We need to.
People say
Declan
Rice
man.
Our ministry is working. I'm telling you, my friend.
People say Declan Rice is DM, Conte is DM. Fine, Conte is a DM, right? I would love to see Rice and Conte play. Then who's gonna sit? Who will move forward? That will be a conversation I want to have.
Kante can go, man. Declan Rice gonna sit.
Kante can sit occasionally. Declan Rice go.
Yeah,
I beg, go. They can transition. They can destroy
the reason why you want Declan Rice sitting is because he already has a centre back DNA in him as well.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So you want to explore, both parts of his game. So you keep him closer to. So it's almost like you have three centre backs in a back.
I read Declan, but the issue with me with me is, you see, the English people, they will not kill you. That is why I'm a little bit leeway. Like I've been focusing on not only him, Chomeni, Abubakar Kamara of Marcel, so many DMs. I've been keeping my eye on them. Like, let me see the kind of profile of this player. Can they fit to what we have at this moment or to what Tuchel wants? And I think if truly we want to go for Declan Rice in the summer and we go for him in the summer, there's a difference between the board signing and the manager signing.
I can't believe this. I can't believe
if Emmy starts praising Declan Rice, Blue Eyes will close in the ministry. We'll close it.
I'm telling you. I'm looking at this guy's face. I'm looking at Abdullah's face. He looks so humble.
Yeah, man.
I'm just listening to you, but I'm just laughing.
Let me finish up. If it is what Tuchel wants, me, I won't back out. I will support the player, whatever they want. If it is what the board wants, I will have an issue with it.
Abdullah, you know ball. You're trying to deny. You sabi ball, and you're denying.
If it is what the board wants,
why are you denying the fact that you know ball?
I'm not denying. I said everybody knows. I said it always. I don't rate him highly in as much as people rate him. I have my way of rating.
But you know ball. You know ball, right?
I have my way of rating player. Like people rate Odoi. See, I rate Mason too, but to give him to that levels is too much for me.
Blue eyes, man. Listen,
he has to come down.
Listen, man. I haven't seen a look on Ablai's face
that's
since
for
England
me.
beat Germany. Since England beat Germany, I haven't seen Ablai's face like that. When England beat Germany, it was this.
I'm telling you, Abdullah was feeling. I have to look for that video. That video is going to go in the museum, man. I couldn't believe it.
How much? You know how much that much pay me? You know how much that much hurt me? Lord in heaven, that much hurt my feelings.
I think Abdullah forgot himself for like 10 minutes. He didn't know.
10 minutes I could not say a word because that match actually just killed me. Like, what the heck is this? What's all this?
What match is that?
England, Germany. The way Germany lose that match.
When Declan Rice punish waiting be this boy name? Tony Cruz.
Yeah, Tony Cruz. The guy's engine don't die, man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
Tony Cruz has put so much miles on those legs.
You know
he has. No
players. Four team already wants to buy Declan Rice. Man City, United, Chelsea, and Liverpool are the 4 teams that want to buy him. So
I think if I was Declan Rice, I'll go to Man U because Man U suits me
Sorry,
perfectly.
my bad.
And
Man
I'll
United,
start.
Man City, Liverpool. Man United, Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. These are the 4 teams here.
And
I mean,
those are
if
the
you have,
top 4 teams.
yeah, but
Man United,
why not go
Man
to
United
Chelsea?
said they want him for a long time. Man City waiting for Fernandinho replacement for a long time. Liverpool wants him just in case Fabinho.
Are you sure Man City wants him though? Because Man
Man
City,
City
they
wants him.
don't have to.
Yeah. I think said it. Man City wants him for Fernandinho replacement long time.
Man City these days they like to do shadow moves, man. You don't know who they really want. It just
That's
feels
what
like
I
they
hear.
want somebody.
I trust the Athletic a lot because they are kind of very reliable. So I trust them when
No,
they speak.
Declan Rice is coming back to Cobham if he's
When
going
I
to
see
leave
so
West Ham.
Chelsea wants to buy him too. But this is what my issue is, guys. If it is Tuchel signing, I'm 100% ready for it.
Exactly, that's a good point.
What signing? I'm
That's
gonna
a
have an
good
issue.
point. Because I really don't think Lukaku is Tuchel's signing.
I don't think so.
Why?
It is the board.
I don't think so. No,
I think it's the board
you can see
signing.
the body language. You can
No,
see the body language in
no.
Tuchel. You can see
So
Tuchel.
wait. You want Tuchel to go? You want Chelsea to buy Haaland? If we bought Haaland, we'll still have
No,
the same
you're not.
problem we're having now.
No, you're not. You're missing the point, Amy. What I'm trying to say is that Tuchel might like Lukaku, but there's a difference between Tuchel going into the office and saying, "I want this striker," versus the board saying, "We're buying this and we're going to work with this moving forward." There's huge difference between the two. And then if you look at what we were doing the end of last season, you can tell that Tuchel was trying to put together a project that involved a ghost 9. And then all of a sudden, you turn on a dime, right? And bring in a lone striker. See him now. It's telling its own story.
No, but let's put this together, right? So I yeah, maybe that's what's happening behind, but nobody has, because everybody paints Tuchel like, I guess he has learned also from his prior clubs where he fell out to the director of football and all that stuff. So right now he's like a company man, right? He's actually adjusted his style to be like a company man, right? So I don't know if Lukaku is a signing, whether it's a signing, it's not a signing. But one thing I know is true. I agree with you that last season, and that's the reason why we let Tammy go, right? Because Tammy was more of a box striker, Tammy just wanted that, okay, get me the ball, then I can try and do something and that was not how Tuchel wanted us to play. Tuchel wanted Havertz to be that number 9. And right now, I won't lie, there is no way Havertz and Lukaku play together in the same team.
Yeah. Unless we play 4-2-3-1.
Unless we play 4-2-3-1, correct.
Or 4-2-2-2.
Or even 4-2-2-2. Or which 4-2-2-2, that means the two of them will need to press like crazy to get us that ball, because they'll run even more. And those two guys, like especially Havertz, not like he can't run, but if he's consistently running, I think he loses steam and not being able to be where he wants to be to affect the game, right? You just don't see him anymore. He just goes in the game. Yeah. Havertz is dangerous in the box.
Yeah.
Havertz is dangerous around the box or in the box.
In the box, yeah.
I won't lie.
That's why he's a false 9. That's why he's a false 9.
That's why, because guess what? Even in that Champions League final, Diaz, who had a fantastic season, found it so difficult to pinpoint where this guy was running to. Because he was running everywhere. And he was causing all kinds of issues between Diaz and
Laporte.
And Laporte. They didn't know where and how to pick him up, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. People keep saying Lukaku. I don't know if Lukaku can play that false 9, or do we have to change system for Lukaku? But I don't think Chelsea wants to change. I don't think Tuchel wants to change system. No. And that's where they'll be. See, Abdullahi, this is the fundamental issue that we are having in Chelsea Football Club in our front position. Will Tuchel change system to to go with a system that that brings out the strength of Lukaku, or will Tuchel continue to play this fluid front three or front three system that doesn't have a striker? Do you understand? Which do you think Tuchel needs to do more?
I'll tell you when I get my chance.
The same question you asked me, they asked the same question. They said it in the near future we switch formation. Basically, why? Because of suiting the player we have and based on the structures we have. And I keep saying it. Christensen, Thiago Silva, and Rudiger are good in terms of ball playing centre back, and I have no doubt in them. But I have my issues with them in playing back four, especially Rudiger, because I've seen him play back four before. I have my issues. The only
So
player.
Are you saying that Rudiger confidence? Let me allow you.
Okay. The reason that my only trust I have in that back four is Cesar Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva, who I can put my money on that. Yes, when they play back four, I can put my money on them. That yes, they'll put their life and their heart on. And Christensen too, sometimes can do it. But Rudiger, I'm having a 50-50 on that. It's good. That's what I'm saying. Tuchel is hesitating to play that back four. Why? Because I don't think he has the caliber of player yet at the moment. That is the reason I brought up Declan Rice, because you need a standing DM that can facilitate being a centre back and being a DM. Because
Thank you.
Everybody goes somebody will sit and tell you guys.
Utility players.
See, we have this Obi Mikel. Obi Mikel knows his job. He will tell everybody, go and do your job. I get this.
Mikel is Megad now. I used to call him Megad, Gateman.
This is my sport. That is Mikel Obi. This is my sport. You cannot get this from me. That is Mikel Obi. That caliber of player, we missed it in Chelsea Football Club ever since Mikel left. We need that replacement for that Mikel position. Then I will have that trust and believe that going forward back four, I have no issues. You brought up United. United will have this issue because they don't have a controller in that team. Someone that can sit and tell Bruno, Labiu, everybody, go forward. I get this one. This is my job. Making no worry. That's why they're losing so many stuff. Why are United fans complaining? Because they lack DMs. They don't have a DM. They don't have it.
When did United see their last top class DM? Was it Carrick?
Yeah, Carrick. It was Michael Carrick. Yeah.
Carrick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Michael Carrick. So that's my issue with that.
Remember when Alex Ferguson used to play Carrick and Fletcher?
I prefer Fletcher and me. I always used to like Fletcher.
I trust this player we have now. Everybody, because everybody have different positions to play. I trust them. But in the back four is a suspect. I need to see them consistently for me to have that. I've been saying it. I want to play 4.
I have a question for you, right? So,
okay.
Bayern Munich. Let me allow Blue Eyes answer that question. Blue Eyes, do you think that Tuchel should change the system to bring out the best in Lukaku and our natural wingers, or do you think we continue to consolidate on this system that would actually master and the players can play with their eyes closed pretty much, and we continue to play that fluid front three we have and all the 2 number 10? What do you think is the best option for this team going forward?
You couldn't have said it any better. Your second option B. But this is me as a fan proposing that option. Is we should have stuck to something that was already in rhythm. The momentum had already kick-started last season. And I feel Lukaku should have been brought in to complement something that is already working. I think Lukaku was brought in to present a new front when we haven't really gotten that past project running yet. So now we're seeing all our players all over the place like dog's breakfast. Nobody is in form. They're still trying to get Lukaku and Werner cooking, and they both play on the left wing. So now look what's happened. We've lost 2.
Exactly. And do you know what? Does it make sense that
Oh, he's gone.
Emil left.
Yeah.
He's coming. He's back.
He's back. Yeah.
Oh,
are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This season, our front three or front two or whatever we try to play has not 100% click. Like in all the
Yes.
combinations Tuchel has tried, it has not clicked. So everybody's now saying tomorrow we go back to last season and we play Harvard and Hudson-Odoi. And let's see if it clicks. Like you said, Blue Eyes, we might have to have another conversation about Werner and Lukaku.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad. And this is the reason why I'm very, very disappointed in Mason Mount. Because this could have been his, when they what's that thing they call it in NCAA when you go from rookie to sophomore, right? This is his sophomore year. Yeah, this is his sophomore year now, and at this point he's supposed to have flourished. Well, it's still early, but I expect so much more, man. And we're gonna need him because he's the plug. But if he keeps playing this thing that he's playing right now, man, we're not.
I'm sorry for Mason Mount because I know he had a very, very good season, fantastic season last season because he really came up.
Yeah.
But this season, I won't lie, I don't know. I can't recognize him though. Like things he did so easily last season. This season he's struggling. He's so struggling that even the people that were his number one, fanboys are like, wow, man. He like, okay, he shoots in the D. You know that D in front of the box thing, right?
Yeah.
Before his shot used to, get
very precise. Thank you.
But now he shoots and
His
he
free
goes
kick.
to the
Talking about his free kick is always precise. This season has been abysmal.
No, he
His
should
free
stop
kick.
taking free kicks. Even corner kicks, he should stop because I think Chilwell and Alonso have actually been better in corner kicks.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy found it. Maybe he find one small chick with the fire.
Blue Eyes. If I tell you this, Blue Eyes, wait. If I tell you this, you won't believe. Blue Eyes, wait.
You don't go find one small lot tomorrow.
No, Blue Eyes. Do you know? Mason Mount. Wait. Mason Mount girlfriend is an African. You know that, right?
No wonder.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, he has an African. So I'm not surprised that lady used witchcraft or juju or Mason for him to be misbehaving like this.
It's got
you know that makes me you know that makes me picture.
So this is his name. Her name is Chloe Williams Watt. Listen, guys, her name is Chloe Williams Watt. She's a singer. She's a model.
Nice.
That's Mason Mount.
The guy is a ghost. He's not himself, man. I don't know what's
He's
going
not himself this season, and I don't know what needs to happen to him because see, let me not lie to you, Abdullahi and Blue Eye. If tomorrow Mason Mount has another stinker of a game,
exactly
the bench for
that's what I'm saying. That's why it's better. It's better to save that psychological thing.
Let me not lie to you. See, you see tomorrow, Blue Eyes and Abdullahi. Oh, is that the girl? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a girl. Yeah, that's his girlfriend.
I find being too.
Oh, no, correct. Before, Miss Man, I'm a London boy. London people, they different, right? Southwest London. Yeah, those people. Yeah, but let me not lie to you, Abdullahi and Blue Eyes. If Mason Mount doesn't show any progress tomorrow, or doesn't affect the game like how we expect him to, because it's Norwich.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if they start trying Loftus Cheek on that side, on that right side.
I already jumped
Rhys James.
Exactly. I already jumped off the Mason Mount bandwagon, man, because I watched the past 3 games, I watched every step. He's off form. He's off form, man. He doesn't have the first touch. He doesn't have the half turns. He doesn't have the pace.
And if you play garbage, if you play Ruben there and
just
Ruben,
set pieces are garbage.
See, if Ruben show up, Mason will have a problem to go back into that team again. If Ruben show up,
because Ruben and Hudson-Odoi and Harvard with Kante and Jorginho at their back with the wing backs. We're talking of some ballers right there, though.
Yeah, there's ballers, there's creativity in that place.
Yeah, and they they'll play with each other because I know
They'll play
Ruben
with each other. And they will combine.
Ruben and
combine
Hudson
very well.
Odoi, they have some very good chemistry. Remember that Sarri season, right? Hudson Odoi and Ruben, they mix. And that's why I want Ruben to play tomorrow with Jorginho in that midfield. Just in case just in case Mason Mount I know Mason Mount will turn up, Sha. But when he sees his guy turning up, I believe himself will say, Omo, I need to turn up because this is his opportunity too. You're not going to say, oh, Hudson Odoi has to take the opportunity. No. Mason Mount's position in this team is under threat.
Heavily.
Yeah. I know, say the reason why he's still playing is because of the tax from last season, right? So he still has a lot of, credibility.
Yeah.
People could still say, oh, you know what? He played well. Maybe if you keep playing him, he will play himself into form. But so far, for club and country, it's hard. It's hard. I won't lie.
First things first.
First things first. The first thing he needs to do, if I were his, I don't know. Like first things first. The first thing I'll do. You said it there, Amy. Anytime I get the ball, if you pass the ball to me, kill it. Look up. Just put your head up small, just small. But as soon as you give him ball, he will put his head down into the ground and just start running like a horse, man.
And start running,
I don't like that. That shows very low understanding of the situation.
I don't know. I remember when I was playing the game, right? You cannot put your head down and play.
No way.
No coach will play you there. You definitely have to play with those your boots on the sideline because nobody will play you. You have to always look up because you have to look up for runners who are going to try and run ahead of you. People need you to combine with them. All those things are things that Mickey Mouse was doing last season without even anybody telling him. So what I'm saying is, indeed, because I know currently I'm lying blind. Currently, he's asking for more money, though.
Yeah, he is
asking for more money. Could that be affecting his game?
No,
but I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
what is affecting his game right now that people are carrying with kid gloves is the fact that Lukaku's presence has forced trying to compare tomatoes, putting tomatoes where oranges are supposed to be. If you understand. So what I'm saying is, now that we have a new henchman,
so it's difficult for them to.
So everybody right now is like trying to learn how to ride a bike again. Like, can you imagine?
But Blue Eye, this is Chelsea Football Club, though. This is Chelsea Football Club. They always buy superstars. They always buy the best players.
That's true.
Chelsea will never go and buy a fourth-rated striker. No.
But the thing is,
you always have to know you'll be playing with the best if you are playing in Chelsea.
Yeah, but something is not.
Something is amiss in that front three, and let me not lie to you, right? Let me not lie to you. I know what is amiss, and I believe the presence of Lukaku definitely is the biggest, because this is not just one thing you can pull out and say, oh, it's just because of Lukaku. No, it's a combination of factors. I believe that one of the biggest factors is not having more match deciders in that final three. When I say match deciders, I mean people that can actually create space, that can dribble, that can actually play with Lukaku. And Lukaku, for Christ's sake, stop standing with a defender. This is not post-up basketball. You're not a center.
I mean,
like,
I've been saying
it's as if it's Akim Olajuwon. No, this is not post-up basketball.
But against Malmo, he didn't play like against Malmo. Against Malmo, he came to the midfield to play with Timo Werner.
Against Malmo, eh?
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it.
Malmo has conceded 28 goals this season, though, in their league already. So Malmo is not a club to say, oh, Lukaku played ball. No,
Did well.
we bought Lukaku for winning the big game. We didn't buy Lukaku to beat Norwich, Blackpool or whoever we are playing. No, we bought Lukaku so that we'll be a difference maker and convert the chances that we create. But we're not, so let me bust it up. Last season, they said we were creating chances. This season, we're not creating chances, though.
No.
Do you know our XG? Our XG has not passed 1.5 in any of our games in the Premier League this season.
I'm not surprised.
You see?
I'm not surprised.
You see?
I'm not.
Our XG for Brentford was 0.28.
I'm not surprised
we got
because
one.
Brentford has 7. They has 10 shots and 7 was saved by Edward Mendy. So I'm not surprised.
Guess what? Brentford had a 2.8, 2.4, 2.5 XG for that match.
Of course. How many attempts did they have? 17?
Yes, 7 attempts. 7 clear attempts. That should be goals, right?
That should be goals. Edward Mendy came out clutch.
So what I'm saying is this, right? This is not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
But
what is not sustainable? What is not sustainable?
And not creating chances. Not creating clear-cut chances. Not sustainable.
You know the funny part? and Blues, this is Chelsea Football Club. And what I love about this club is we are ruthless. If you don't perform, the door is always open for another person to come in. I love this club because we are ruthless. Roman and Marina doesn't care. If you don't perform, I would say if you don't perform, like that's what I said, I'm not on this ship of Pulisic. Pulisic could be given this season more. If it doesn't get to that injury, is getting sold. I don't care about American endorsement. Get him out of the club.
No. They care.
This is Chelsea Football Club.
Tomorrow they are showing so FBC is in Los Angeles.
I know.
For their Premier League weekend. Everybody that is going there is angry that Pulisic is not playing tomorrow.
Yeah, they want to see him play. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they want to see
Los Angeles, California tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So NBC, the people that carry Premier League
NBC
in the US. NBC Sports. They are going to bring tomorrow from they're carrying their studios tomorrow for their fan fest in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California.
So most of the people in California are going to be there. People are driving all the way from everywhere.
Wrestling guys, people that have been badminton, swimming pool people, runners, they are coming there tomorrow.
And this is for what?
Yeah, tomorrow.
For football tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, even today
they do this every year.
Super Bowl?
No, not Super Bowl. So for NBC, I don't know if you live in the States or where, but in the States, the guys that carry like Super Sports, now Super Sports carry Premier League, right?
Yeah.
So the guys that carry the Premier League here is NBC Sports. So those guys are actually, they normally do like 2 or 3
so that's in that Charles Barkley and these guys do, taking the show to the fans.
Exactly, they take it exactly. So tomorrow or today actually, they started today because the Arsenal people were there. So we get to this weekend, they are in Los Angeles, right?
Los Angeles, California.
People are coming from all over.
The city I love most. I love so much.
But the problem is a lot of Chelsea fans in the US are Chelsea fans because of Pulisic.
Pulisic, they're hungry because no Pulisic is not playing tomorrow. And I'm happy. Why I'm happy is because finally we can keep short our amount of American investment for at least 1 season. Which I'm happy about. I'm fine about it.
No, we'll lose money. That's why Nike is making money.
I don't care.
They're making money.
In as much as they keep getting this injury and his body is not strong enough. Get American.
I don't know what could be wrong with that boy though. This guy is young.
I don't know.
He's a young boy.
It's crazy, man.
Like you know what people used to say. You say it's a Niger guy, they'll say, this guy don't old, man. And when
you know what annoys me? What annoys me most is giving the best number in world football, number 10. That's what annoys me most.
Who
He's
does?
giving the
Aisha Hazard will not come back in January and collect number 10.
Don't mind
With the way this is looking, it's looking like that. It's looking
Yeah,
like
because I'm seeing
to reinvent his game.
Hazard to Chelsea. The rumors are not going down, man. It's continuous.
it's not going down.
Madrid is still owing us, I think, 30-something million for that.
So he'll just come back. He'll just come back for free.
Payment. So what Madrid is saying is they don't want to pay that money. That do we want our player back? After all, we've made 100 and something from them already. So I think that's where all this is coming to. I think we get a cut from if he wins the Champions League.
Yeah. Champions League.
I don't think he wins.
La Liga.
Yeah. No, he will not got the cut for La Liga. Now, we got the money now.
He didn't win Champions League. No, he didn't.
No, but he won La Liga last.
He won La Liga last season. Last 2 seasons.
Eden. Anyways, hindsight is 2020, man.
So, guys,
but the thing is, if they ever bring Hazard back, that's the end of Ziyech or Hudson or Doyle. One of them needs to go, right?
Ziyech. Although he will still play with Hazard. I have that belief. Although can still play with Hazard. Because when Hazard left, if you remember very well, wait, in the Europa League, he said it, and like I can clearly see he said it. Odoi is the future of Chelsea. He's a raw talent.
Yeah, he said it.
He's a raw talent. He will be the face of Chelsea Football Club. Hazard said it after the Europa League final. He said it. He will be the face of Chelsea Football.
Yeah, but Hazard, even if Hazard comes back, he can't operate. He doesn't have the pace and the wings to operate on the wings.
Don't mess with our doctors in Cobham. Those guys
don't mess with
No, but that wouldn't be ideal to even explore. Like he has to be. If you're bringing Eden Hazard back, he has to be in the middle of the pack where he just uses his brain. You don't need him running. You don't need him running 100 meters, senior boys.
And you know what's going to benefit us if he comes in. You have Romelu Lukaku.
You play that number 10 role, eh?
Yeah,
he has Lukaku with him together. They play the same.
Number 10, just 1-2-1-2.
So Lukaku and him can play 1-2 together, and the understanding will be there.
Yeah, you can mix it up with if you need pace up front, you have other players that will actually run that pace.
I'm hearing something. I don't know Emmy and Blue Eye before I random. Maybe you guys have been hearing it. Yuri Tillemans. Chelsea are looking to get
that boy is good though. But
I like
Chelsea, Liverpool are keeping an eye on Madrid also want to buy him too.
Yeah, Madrid has an eye on that boy. That boy, right? Let me not lie, eh? If that boy is available tomorrow, Chelsea should go and buy him because that boy,
he's a top class player, man.
No, I'm saying, I want Lukaku to be the agent this time around. Is a Belgium. Lukaku too is a Belgium. Do like Rudiger, buy Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Do that agent for us. Telemans, come to the bridge. We need you in London. Is that simple?
If we get, but Leicester will not sell for cheap though. At least
I don't care how much they want to sell. And we are ready to pay.
You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because they will say if Declan Rice is 100 million. Definitely Tillman's better than Declan Rice. They'll put 20 million, 50 million on top.
You know why Telemans?
Declan Rice has the English tax.
Next year, by 2022, next year, because his contract expires 2023, he only has 1 year more. So anything that want to buy, he has 1 year more. Anything that want to buy Telemans, right, he has rejected the new contract given to him. He only has 1 more year. So if they want to pay for him, maybe 60, 70 will be the max they could pay.
So where will you put Tillemans in our side right now?
You can play him as a number 10.
Yeah.
I think even with Tillman, we can actually turn that system around though.
And play back four. We can play back four.
Yeah, we can switch to play back four because he plays. He has the engine. That boy is too young. It's just 24, 25.
No, he can play ball. Oh no, I like to he's on my short list.
Yep.
Abdullah, I'm missing it too. He said you know how much Leicester paid Monaco for him? They paid 48 million for that boy.
How much?
48.
Yes, I know. That's why I said next year by next year June, he has only 1 more year in the contract, and he has rejected the new 5 years deal given to him. He wants
those guys So you know how Leicester would demand like 80 plus, at least 85.
Yes, they will demand that. And that depends on Tillemans because he only has 1 year. He
No,
can
but he's worth it, man. He's worth it.
see
Man.
that 1 year that he
Oh,
remains
yeah.
in it. He wants to go to a club that can challenge and that can win trophies.
Yeah,
That
but
can-
I think you
and
know
he
what
will get
another thing.
consistent playing time.
Yeah, do you know another thing? Blue Eyes and like I also believe that Tillemans will actually be in charge of his own destiny. He will be the one to choose where he wants to play. Right?
Exactly.
So I see a situation where it's going to not just be who beats the highest, but a club that has the best project that actually, like what you said, like that will actually be able to challenge and win trophies because that boy wants to have trophies in it. He won the FA Cup.
Yeah, he wants to
Pretty
win.
much that goal he
That's why I
scored
said,
against
that's
us,
why I
right?
said, this is why I said Romelu Lukaku needs to do a job as an agent because they are both Belgium. That is where Lukaku has to come in and say,
No,
bro,
but he's gonna go to Liverpool, man. It's already established. Liverpool already.
I don't think Liverpool will pay the amount of that money. I don't think Liverpool will pay that.
Liverpool was already cutting him
See,
from last season.
Blue Eyes, Liverpool will not pay 80 million and above for a player. FSG will not pay that money. They won't.
What?
They won't. Yes.
In this landscape,
If the guy is the leading piece for them, they pay
in this
80
landscape-
million for Van Dijk, right?
Did you just see what happened at Newcastle? Hello.
I know. I saw what happened.
Hello.
Yeah.
No. If you don't
Oh,
spend, you're gonna get left behind.
left behind, though. Yeah, you'll be left behind. Exactly.
Don't be left behind. Instead, they'll take
Yeah.
it. They'll go take a loan. They'll go get a loan.
Next season, Tillemans will be hot. I think it's going to be the sign of the summer. Tillemans, Pogba will probably decide his fate by January where he's going to.
Declan Rice
hopefully.
Declan Rice too. And Declan Rice, he has
For sure.
Declan Rice will be hot next season. Even Tchouameni will be hot too. There'll be a lot of players hot next season because there'll be because of course the World Cup is in the winter next year, so it's gonna be interesting. Anyway, guys,
No, but
we'll talk tomorrow.
For sure, man. All right, guys.
Peace. We see you tomorrow, guys. We'll
Peace,
tomorrow.
peace.
Okay,
Oh,
my
you do a
brother.
show tomorrow? Are you doing a show
Yeah,
tomorrow?
of course. Post match
Okay, man.
tomorrow.
All right, man. Later.
All right.
Okay, my brother. Take care. Good night.
Peace. All right.